Alright, more Arne. It's still Halloween for me actually, but I don't think you'll see this video until 1 or 2 days after. But yeah, I ended up deciding to try and hit the series again while I still had time. I'm still off, being that it's still Halloween. Yeah. Ended up recording the first episode in the morning, editing, rendering it, uploading it, and then I took a nap and decided, I should do this again. So here we are, with Case 1 Part 2. And so I did do a little bit of looking around in the time in between. And I do think that I was mistaken about this game being a 9-part monstrosity, at least as far as I know. It looks like they're split up into separate cases, so this obviously is the Reinweiss murder, right? And there apparently are other ones coming up in the future. They're not in English yet, but I guess we'll just have to work with Case 1 for the time being. But yeah, should be interesting. Not terrible, right, as a series. Seems like the reception for it is relatively good. Oh dear. I moved from coffee to tea now that we're in the evening. Last time on the Casebook of Arne. I don't know why I did it like that, but I don't want to be here. Last time, I, Lynn Reinweiss, went after my father out of worry when he went walking at night. I eventually lost sight of father, but then I heard screams, and when I ran over, I encountered the corpses of a man and a woman, and a suspicious person. I frantically ran away, and for some reason, I wandered into Lugenberg, the town non-humans call home. Wow, how mysterious. And there, I met a so-called heinous vampire, the great Arne N. I was pronouncing it wrong for a whole 2 hours, didn't really know, and now I've just given up. Art by Lynn Reinweiss. Credit to the artist. Hold on, this is supposed to be me? And also the mirror boy who cried wolf, Zissier. Also art by Lynn. Utterly unrecognizable. Ooh, that reminds me. Whoops. Since Lord Arne works as a detective, I requested he investigate my father. I forgot to remove my cursor from the last video. Ooh. Whoopsies. And lo and behold, he dead. There's a headless corpse in father's room. You're blocking the view. Oops, sorry. The headless corpse wasn't actually father, but his real corpse. My father had indeed been killed in a secret room. So, will we be able to discover the one behind father's murder? Oops. The Casebook of Arne starts now. Could you not just do the segment without me? Hey, you get back here! Oh, the curtains were drawn. I guess I could let this play again and maybe I'll just like talk through it. Did anyone like this? People find it fun? You know, I just noticed, I don't know if you can hear me over the opening, maybe you will, but like, Zissier is actually in the icon for the game. If I'm smart about it, maybe I'll remember to take a screenshot. When I say icon, I mean the, I'm running a Windows PC, right, so the taskbar. Maybe that's where he was watching us, you know, at the end of the first game, first file, I guess? He was like, oh yeah, I was watching you secretly from a mirror, but I don't have any in here. I have, like, reflective surfaces, but no dedicated mirrors. Is it disrespectful to talk over the anime opening? I can't tell. You've already seen it once, I assume, without commentary, mostly. And also, before the song is over, I want a whole episode in, like, a puzzle horror game without breaking out the pen and paper. What's with that? This is the most personal time we're gonna have until I have to start reading dialogue again, right? No phones in sight, just people living in the moment. Which isn't true, because I have my phone. Now, what shall we do? Okay. Arne N. Probably search the crime scene, right? Alright. That's one option, I suppose. Then let's get there quickly. If the police arrive, we might not be able to move as freely. Well, sounds fine to me. Okay, I'm off. Hey, hold on. We immediately got told off for no dice. Truly, Lynn Reinweiss, does your idiocy know no bounds? Is this gonna be a repeating quote? I kinda like it. Truly. I never expected Diana to be standing guard right outside my room. A devious trap indeed. How's that a trap? It sounds like they want me to stay in my room until things get sorted out. She was worried about me getting knocked out too. I figured that wouldn't work, but I didn't think it would be this bad. I suppose I should lend my aid. Please do. But, would it be more interesting if I helped you or didn't? I'm just gonna crawl around the outside of the mansion, I guess. I've gotta convince Lord Arne to assist me. Wow. Let's just do it politely. I think the cute charm thing doesn't work on him, especially with how grossed out he is about us. Lord Arne, whatever it takes, I want to find Father's killer. And if I'm to do that, I can't be getting stopped in my tracks by something like this. Please, lend me your strength. Heroic spirit. What's this all of a sudden? That was my intention from the start. Huh? I mean, it's because you said I wonder which would be more interesting. Which is why I say leave it to me. I'll make this more interesting. Ooh, that's fancy. What was that you just did? I believe you're aware of my unique power to spread disease. What? Of course I am. The reason N is so heinous. The unblockable cheat move. Evilly. Bloodily. Destructively. N. Are you done? Sorry. I'm sorry to all my viewers who can actually speak German. That was horrific. So what about the dangerous ability of yours? Wait, don't tell me you just used it. Well, if I were to kill everyone, the culprit would inevitably die as well. That's a real Soviet way of taking care of things, isn't it? I don't want a resolution like that. It was a joke. No need to fret so, Lynn Reinweiss. Unfortunately, I lack that kind of power now, and even if I had it, I lack the motivation to use it. The Wolbachia. In addition, my ability to spread disease has changed a bit. Oh my god, dude, wear a mask. It's changed. The ability to spread rumors, that is my forte now. Wow, lame. Sounds like an exciting ability for gossiping housewives. Alright, something else I realized. They made such a big deal, right, in the first part about the rumor and info tab in the menu. We used that like twice. Once when they prompted us for info, and then once for rumors, right? Inversely, I guess, rumors first. Hello? Did you say something? No, nothing. So basically, what changed is what you spread. You could spread, I don't know, delicious taste of mayo of some kind, Hellmann's or whatever. Kraft also makes mayo, right? Both diseases and rumors are imperceivable things that spread after all. That's not true. We can do scanning electron microscopy on disease. Well, that's how I think of it anyway. In truth, I'm not really sure why it's like that. Can't PCR a rumor. How mysterious. At any rate, you'll be fine. Go forth once more. You haven't told me what kind of rumor you spread, though. You'll find out soon. Go on, be off. Okay. I was about to freak out, be like, where are all my saves? And now we have no notes anymore. Mistress Lynn, I've already told you, but please stay in your room. Okay. Wait, please, I want to go to Father's room. Why would you? Wait, don't tell me. Mistress Lynn, I've heard a rumor that you've been quietly solving all sorts of cases. So it really was true. The detective beauty of the millennium. Every reincarnation of Sherlock Holmes. So now then, you're saying you plan on to take on solving the Master's case as well? I don't know if I would want to be compared to Sherlock Holmes, you know. What kind of turn of events is this? In that case, I've left no choice. Please, go right ahead. I appreciate it. Know anything for great detective Mistress Lynn? Oh, I suppose there means there isn't any reason for me to be here, is there? I'll be in the dining room then. Do call for me if you need anything. Thank you very much. I guess at some point we should, like, systematically interrogate all the individuals in this mansion to get their whereabouts. I think Lord Arne's got some explaining to do. Hey, things got kind of weird out there. Supremely effective, wasn't it? Flawless victory. No, hold your horses. Why am I great detective? Because I figured that would give you more freedom to investigate. I spread the rumor that you're actually a great detective throughout the entire mansion. It looks more like brainwashing to me. True, in this case I spread a rumor with zero basis, so it's very close to brainwashing. However, I won't be able to spread a rumor as powerful as that anymore. I'm still, like, all over the place with the reading. Jeez. Really? Like disease, it's less likely to catch on a second time, unless the rumor mutates, and we turn into, like, a super crime-fighting detective. Ah, yeah. At any rate, now you're a great detective. Shouldn't that give you full reign of the mansion? I guess, maybe. The first order of business is searching your father's room, correct? It'd be a pain to become a bat to just fly there. Great detective, perhaps I'll have you clear a path to your father's room for me. But isn't there a chance I'll bump into someone? I mean, Diana was right outside my room. The others might be around too. Just send them off on some task. Mission not accepted. I guess I'll try. Once you secure a route to your father's room, call for me via Zissier. Should I just talk to the mirror in the room? Yes, that'll do. You catch that, Zissier? Yep, got it. Heard it all loud and clear. Howdy. Just gotta tell Arne when Linny arrives at her dad's room, right? Precisely. I wonder if he's got, like, some ulterior motive. He's got it. Also, piece of cake. Good luck, Linny. Thanks for your help, Zissier. Sure. I just noticed that my microphone and Audacity is bumped all the way up, but I'll have to fix that later, because I'm already in the middle of the game. Now go forth, Lynn Reinweiss. Lynn Reinweiss, going forth. Hood. Oh, I should bring my notebook so I can write notes about my investigation. Okay, here we are. Info, garden dog, okay. Cool. Well, I guess we also got the garden dogs thing, but that wasn't a terrible amount of information for the feature. Oh, it's that manga I was searching for. Who'd have thought I would be here? I mean, I don't have the time to read this. Puella Magi For Real Chiruka Volume 1. Okay. Cool. So we have collectibles in this game now. That's pretty cool. I dig it. Chiruka's a normal middle school girl who's in love with love. That upperclassman is so cool, said no one ever. After school one day, as Chiruka pined for the object of her affection, her best friend told her a shocking truth. You know he's got a girlfriend, right? For real? In that moment, Chiruka's body was engulfed in light. That is horrifically petty. Anyways. Cool. Let's go with the mission objective for now. Elise. Ah, Mistress Lynn, I see you changed clothes. That frilly and doll-like outfit doth fit you as well, but... Really, I always thought this one was more thy style. Okay. How messed up would it be if she was the murderer? Thank you very much. You know what I'm gonna do is also systematically guess everyone, and then whenever we find out who it is, I'll be like, see, I was right all along. These clothes are nice and comfortable, and it's not an issue if they get dirty. Since you trip so much, Elise, why, maybe you should wear a tracksuit instead of a maid uniform. Mistress, a maid uniform is laced with dreams. Do not beeth comparing it against other clothes so casually. I suppose that's fair. Sorry. With Elise here, Lord Arne won't be able to get up to the 3rd floor. Elise, are you aware I'm a great detective? Yes, well awareth. And that saves me some time. I want to conduct some secret investigation. I'd like you to leave the area. Secret investigation, thou say? That's so cool, Mistress Lynn. But the butler Gordon hath told me to keep careful guard here. And I don't want him to yell at me, so I can't not leave my post. Just when I start stumbling over everything, it's like, oh, the weird Shakespearean English just hits me upside the head. Gordon told you that. It's not clear how the Master's killer did intrude in so far. Just to be safe, we're splitting up and keeping watch of the entire mansion. I see. So Elise doesn't want Gordon to yell at her. In that case, how can you ever feel comfortable about taking a request from me? Let's think maybe we should take advantage. Obliquely? It's not like I want you to leave or anything. Okay, wait, that was incorrect. Okay. Let's, breeze on by that. Do we have to do it arrogantly? I feel bad. It'll be okay, Elise. So who do you think I am? That's right, I'm Lynn Reinweiss. You say it was an order from me, there's not a chance you'll get yelled at. Doth you really mean it? I mean it, come on, who am I? Mistress Lynn Reinweiss, of course. Exactly, so it's gonna be fine, Elise. I understand loud and clear. Whatever Gordon saith to me, 'tis an order from Mistress Lynn. That's what I'll reply. Yes, that should do just fine. So you can take your leave with peace of mind. It's like, why don't you take the rest of the night off, Francis? Yes, ma'am, I shall retreat to my room. Farewelleth. I'm so sorry, Elise. Well, let's go to the 3rd floor. We had a waiting room? Okay. I don't think I'd ever been in there. Neat. Howdy. Mistress, why are you here? What in the world are Elise and Diana doing? And you're wearing those slovenly clothes at that. Oh, I guess now is the time we take advantage of all the old coot talk, isn't it? His stash only is 4 stars. That's kind of messed up. I give that at least a 4.5. I'm fine with getting these 30, that's why. I still haven't had a bath, after all. Very well, I suppose. It is late at night and no guest should be coming, so I will permit it. But under normal circumstances, you must consider that the next head of the Reinweiss family is such a getup. I understand, I'll change back before morning. Will you now? Understood. Still, Mistress Lynn, I hear you've been playing detective. Yes, believe it or not, I'm quite the great detective. Cease such dangerous hobbies at once. What do you mean I can't become a soldier of fortune? This dude looks like he could have been in the Wild Geese. Apologies for raising my voice. However, when I think of something happening to you, Mistress Lynn... Gordon, I'm glad you're worried for me, but this is my problem, too. To be, witty and smart. It's my own father who was killed here. Even so, I cannot approve of such actions. Please stop this immediately. Doesn't seem like just asking him nicely is going to work out. If Gordon had some reason to step away, maybe... Oh, come to think of it, Elise just spurred her duties to go off somewhere. I'm so sorry, Elise. Oh, we ratted her out. No dignity. Shame. What's that? Forget if Gordon orders, I shall be headed back to my room. That's what she said. Elise. Apologies, Mistress Lynn. Some pressing business has come up. I shall step away briefly, but you absolutely must not go inside. Yes, I understand, of course. Well, I do what I want. Huh? He's going that way around. Still, Elise, I'm really sorry. I'm going to sincerely apologize next time I see her. Okay. Duplicate key, remember to take it out when I change clothes. Where did she even stash items in like a dress? Ah, Lord Arden's key just melted away. He didn't say anything about it being that fragile. I wonder if he'll give me another. Oh well. Oh, that was a clever way to dispose of an item, huh? I may not know who this is, but... Ugh. I can't look at it. Thought I might do a little investigation of my own, but... I'll call for Lord Arne first. Oh, we gotta do another sneak... Oh, no we don't. Did anyone see you? No issues at all. Seems you did rather well. Were you followed? You look a bit unwell. The key you gave me broke, Lord Arne. I only ever intended it to be disposable. I didn't make it especially sturdy. Hold on, is that really what you're so depressed about? Sorry, actually was seeing the corpse. Oh, that. Not to worry, you'll get used to it soon. I see dead people. Don't exactly want to get used to that. Give in to the bloodshed. Very well. I intended to have you handle most of the investigation of this room, but... Go get some rest. Issue commands and I'll act on them. Thank you. That's very kind of you. That isn't it at all. Rather, I thought it a good idea because you would know your father best. And this is at least preferable to us coming this far in vain. So are we leaving or not? So what do you suggest? If there's anything eye-catching around, I would appreciate if you brought it over. Eye-catching? I wouldn't know what that means. That's why I wanted you to investigate, you know? Sorry, but basically anything would be fine. In short, just bring you everything in the kitchen sink? I have an idea in that case. Give me a moment. There should be enough space. We're gonna get tall? Yeah, we sure did. I wonder, like, when he does the transformation, because he has the coat draped on his, like, shoulders, right? If he just kind of, like, kind of expands into it, you know? Drinking blood may put me in this form. And he's gotta waste it immediately. There's not much point if I'm just letting it out again. Heard that sound before. Click the crest. Oh. Trace the crest. That do it? Okay. Didn't know this was gonna be a mouse-based game. That should be plenty, I think. Go forth, beasts, born of my blood. Carry anything of note, absolutely anything of note, over to Lynn Rhineweiss. Huh? What? Maybe we should not have dragged the body. That surprised me so much. Couldn't even fangirl over Lord Arne. How shameful. I mean, wait, what are you doing? You're making a mess of Father's room. No one's using it anymore, are they? That's not your concern. This room is full of memories I have with Father and Mother. Memories are but past information. I'll forget them soon enough, so what of it? That's not true at all. Fine, fine, I'll put everything back in place later. I mean, all this stuff that he moved, I assume is not... It wasn't there in the past, right? So... Also, you brought the corpse. Ah. Put that back. Could you not be so rough with it? Just full of requests, aren't you? A corpse is merely a thing, isn't it? It is, as a thing that resembles a person, it's no different from a puppet. It's not true at all. Ah, that's right, your father became a thing as well. I'd forgotten humans were creatures who got attached to inanimate objects. Alright, fine, I guess we're just gonna fight this whole episode. Putting it like that is too cruel. What is the difference between a corpse and a puppet? They're both person-shaped, but unthinking, unmoving. It's the former semblance of humanity, I would argue. I can't really find the words, but I think they're different. Let's try a different question. What's the difference between a puppet and you? I mean, to borrow what you said, Lord Arne, I move of my own volition. I see. Then what if you've merely been convinced you're moving of your own volition? What do you mean by that? Alright, Ghost in the Shell. Oh, just engaging in some wordplay, don't worry about it. Now, inspect to your heart's content. Okay. This painting. My beloved wife, Rose. Father commissioned this after Mother passed away. The last time I met Father, he was gazing at it. A painting is just paint applied to canvas, you know. Suddenly this went from being, like, kinda flowery and, I guess, fun in the first part, and now it's just like, what is the meaning of existence, Lynn? What are we if not puppets, threaded by strings? It's like, okay, come on. If you're curious, shall we strip off the paint? I would never do that. There's something on the back. A key. Nope. This is our family photo. The last photo we took outside together before Mother became bedridden. Significantly better than a key, I would argue. It was a rare occasion. Having a picnic together, just three of us. Mother made me a packed lunch, and Father brought a brand new camera kit. But when you know it, he couldn't figure out how to use the timer. Taking this picture took a whole lot of effort. I remember Mother and Father's hands feeling so warm. We were happy. I wonder, was Father looking at this photo last night? Really? Truly? Why did it have to come to this? Father, I'll take this. You may have changed a lot since then, but I believe you were still thinking of our family. I mean, he was, just in a very twisted, demented way. What does any of this matter? Oh, come on, dude. What's with this nihilistic BS? So what if he was looking at it? What follows from there? You're trying to say that there may be some sort of code hidden in that photo, are you? Lord Arne. Right, I'll take a look. Hand it over. Let's see. Perhaps it's one of the usual tricks, like invisible ink or double layer? What are you talking about? That's not it. I'm saying the Father was thinking about our family after all. This took like a really sharp nosedive. That's what him looking at the photo would imply, right? What of it? I suppose I did say to investigate anything of note, but I strictly meant things that would lead to the killer. I thought that would be implicitly understood. Seems I was wrong. So what of that photo? Is there some clue in it? It's contextual, man. I don't think so, but... Right now, we need clues about the killer much more so than the victim. That's not true. Besides, it's also possible he tucked that photo away behind a painting where he wouldn't have to see it. That can't be right. What's wrong with you right now? Do you have no respect for people's feelings? Oh, we're gonna fight. Oh. People's feelings? Of course I wouldn't understand those. What you've been talking about has been no more than baseless hope. You don't have to put it so cruelly. You say something? So you can't understand humans' feelings, Lord Arne. It's nothing. I'm fine now. I'll go investigate too. Oh, really? That was rather pointless. Oh man, we're gonna have a fight about our implicit humanity. What was that about? What was that about? I don't care if he's a vampire, isn't that just too cruel? Well no, I guess it's because he's a vampire, huh? I really didn't think he was so ignorant of how humans feel. Getting uncertain about how things will go with Lord Arne from here on. See, that's what you get for, like, fangirling over him. Need to regain my spirits. I'll start investigating too. But Lord Arne brought over most everything. Probably nowhere left to search except this corner. It's where all the bodies are kept. Well, let's go dig for manga in our father's closet. I knew it. Chirika, who becomes a Puella Magi when she's surprised, tries to keep her presence of mind another day. But then, her best friend makes a shocking confession. The truth is, I'm not human. For real? Battle with her best friend begins, the fate of humanity on the line. 6 volumes in all. Okay. Don't know why her father would have that, but of course. Oh, that's right. Zissye. What's up? You see anything from this mirror? Sorry to say, but nope. If only this mirror were in the middle of the room, we'd know the killer easy as that. Not that I tell you even if I knew. What? Well, though I guess there's no point complaining if you didn't see anything. Yep, no point at all. Okay. Notes can be viewed from the menu, even though you only have like 2 of them. This feels suspicious. Sus. I just saw Lynn vent. Couldn't someone travel through here? Aha, not bad noticing that. Lord Arne. Would this be a plausible way of sneaking in? Yes, it's certainly one possibility. This is some Ghost in the Shell Rise, the movie, or whatever, the new movie, where the killer was actually in this room all along. They just came up from the basement. Well then, Lord Arne, please. Huh. You're going to help out, right? Please confirm where this connects to. Why do I have to clamber inside such a filthy duct? Clearly, my answer is no. I don't want to do it either. Besides, I mean, look. You're smaller than me, right, Lord Arne? Wait, hold on. Why are you taking out a bottle of blood? Such a shame, Lynn Rhinewise. It would appear that you are the small one. Didn't you refuse to fly to this room because you didn't want to waste blood? Give me back my hard work. Don't come crawling to me if you exhaust your supply wasting it like that, got it? When I choose to drink, it is my prerogative. Oh, that means you can transform into a bat now. A bat could fit through easily. Ugh. You're telling me to enter that dust-ridden place? That's right. Please go, Lord Arne. Why didn't you just send a blood bat? Wait, Lynn Reinweiss, what if there's a human at the exit of that vent? I've done well avoiding humans up to now. It'd be trouble if I were spotted. What a pain. I get it already. I'll go, okay? In exchange, please follow after me. Why? There might be some clue through the vent, and I might need your help. You promised to help me, so keep your promise. Alright, well, we'll both go. Alright, I'll follow along, so I gotta move on. You better. I actually wanted to read that note. It was a den of dust bunnies. Whoa, we got stuff in here. Jeez, why did I have to do that? I see a lot of stuff that I could work with here. That's complaint filing worthy. Anyway, so it connects to here, huh? I just barely squeezed through, so most people wouldn't be able to fit. Honestly, it's pretty much just me. Or at least. Not bad. Whoops. No, don't give him those reactions anymore. So you actually followed me. What in the world am I doing? Investigating. Ah, that was it. Incidentally, Lynn Reinweiss, where is this? This is the storeroom. It's on the west side of the 3rd floor, next to Father's room. I see. We've got a right armory up in here. I can dig this. Something wrong, Lynn Reinweiss? Something feels off here. I take it it's something only you would know as a resident of this mansion. Now, what is the oddity in this room? Oh, am I gonna have to pick? Or it could be, what's different? This sounds familiar. We're missing a vase. What else? I'm just trying to get a feel for it. Just the vase? Oh, which means someone probably knocked it over. That's what that breaking sound was. Because I thought we heard glass break when we were heading up to our father's place. So that was the sound of this vase breaking as someone like came out of the vent, huh? Nailed it. That's right, the vase that was here is gone. Because I remember hearing there, I thought that like, oh, one of the windows in the guest rooms on the 2nd floor broke. I remember now. The vase that was here is gone. Wow, that was a really convenient, like, intruder detection, placement, I guess. I don't know if I would say it was an alarm, but... Well now, impressive to take notice of a mere vase. A vase! It was bought to commemorate father and mother's marriage, you see. What a useless wedding gift. There's one just like it on the 2nd floor too, which I'm told they bought when I was born. I see, I could do without the details of purchase, but they're two of the same? It stands to reason that someone did come through there. Okay. Was that it? I feel like I'm not actually dragging. Woo. Oh, I just have to move my mouse over them. Whoa, what is... I mean, I said nothing. Lynn Reinweiss, are you perhaps sulking? Oh no, no sulks here. Yeah, obviously these dear memories of mine have no relevance to the investigation or you. On that, you are exactly correct. More importantly, Lynn Reinweiss, look at the spot where the vase was. You left a fingerprint? More importantly. Huh? There isn't much blood here. I thinly spread out my blood to reveal dust. Compared to the rest of the room, that spot has remarkably little of it, so someone did come through. Which means... there was indeed a vase here until very recently. I knew it. I wonder why it was moved. Surely because there was need to move it. Could it be? What did I just say? Boom. That sound when I was headed to Father's room. I feel like we didn't do a good job telling him what happened. While it's not good to jump to conclusions, it's a very likely possibility. Who could have... You changed back. No. Gotta be stubborn and deny him reactions. Just be quiet for a moment. Mistress Lin, where are you? Burned. Seems he's looking for you. You know, I was just beginning to consider seeing what the others had to say. Be off, Lin Reinweiss. Understood. What will you do, Lord Arne? I'll wait leisurely in your room. Be sure to ask their alibis and such. Oh, here we come. Note time. I'll try. Very excited to break out the notepad and pen. Vents and missing vase. Well, actually, Byrne was in security. I feel like this, would have some clues. Danger, don't touch. I feel like now we gotta look for collectibles. Yeah, see? After managing to make peace with her best friend, Chirika watches her favorite band perform on TV as usual. But then the band leader makes a shocking announcement. You've decided to break up. For real? Chirika begins a quest to resolve the musical differences between the members. Neat. What's with these, like, suits of armor around? Why do we have a box of just, like, I assume, like, wizard staffs right here? Like, wooden swords and spears and, like, whatever this halberd is up here. The buster sword. There's usually stuff around these places. We should have looked for broken glass, really. Now then, time to begin my own personal investigation. Well, he'll probably find something. Lin Reinweiss shouldn't return for some time. I'll resume investigation here. Something you're curious about? Funky music. When I went to the secret room before, it was to investigate her father. But I felt something separate was there as well. I like to have a proper look into it. Could this have to do with your hearts? Seems it's not. Just not in my nature to leave things that pique my interest for later. Maybe it has to do with this murder case, who knows? I'm sure it was the core that they mentioned. I suspect it's not entirely unrelated, but... You're saying Lin doesn't need to know? Right you are. Well then, let's get going. Very well. Boy, that's one steep drop here. What do you call that thing when humans are acrobatophobic? Acrophobic. You could simply say afraid of heights, you know. Right. Bet this be impossible for an acrophobe. I suppose so, yes. Say, by the way, this blood here, whose did it turn out to be? It's that blood of the fellow dead in the room outside. But wasn't his head cut off in her dad's room? Why'd blood end up here? The killer likely carried the head over here. And they pushed her father off and retreated. Well then, where'd the head end up? That is one thing we haven't found. What do I care? You'd probably find it somewhere if you looked. You really do just go with the flow, Arne. It's not the missing head I'm after now, that's why. If a need arises to search for the head, I'll search for it then. Passage blood. Neat. The smells of blood are so mixed here, it makes me uncomfortable. You're a vampire, come on, be real. What are you looking into here? The ways the smells are mixing. In other words, the flow of air feels odd. There's always like a sub-basement, isn't there? I knew it. From the echo, there seems to be a room below even this. I am surprised that it was a sub-basement, not like an adjoining room. Dang, was this guy a mole or what? Cowards have a tendency to scurry far below ground. Now then, where's the entrance? Now we have like vampiric language, not German. I see, that tile there is suspicious. Which tile? Unnatural gaps around this tile and the blood's flowing into them. Sure enough, let's open her up then. But they're not big enough gaps to stick your fingers in. There's nowhere to grab hold. Become mist to go in, maybe? Maybe I will. No, let's use that. This floor should be removable by a human, otherwise there'd be no point in making a basement. The shovel should allow me to remove the tile by using it as a simple lever. A lever. Clever. Here we go. I'm sure there's like a button for it somewhere. Whoa, there really is another basement. Naturally, let's enter. Go, go, go! Pardon the intrusion. The air here is a little different, I would say. How dark? When a vampire says it's dark, that's no joke. It's not because of the lack of light. It's the stagnant air and the hanging dust and dirt. And... well now, might there be something ahead? Wonder what? I'm getting excited. Zera? Zera? Oh. It appears I was right. Ooh, sounds like your heart got pounding. Twice may be coincidence, but 3 times can't possibly be my imagination. One of my hearts was in this place. It's the same magic circle as up above. Think he was trying to revive the dead using that heart? Perhaps the one up above was a fake, and this one was the real focus. Or else, perhaps he was putting on the mere appearance of collaboration. Hey, so, about what's written on the wall there? Nox Error. I didn't expect to see that name here, of all places. That's one of the 9 vampires who offered his heart to create you, huh? Then suppose he was revived here. Not a chance. We're talking about a vampire strong enough to be called one of the 9 kings. If such a presence were here, I'd sense it immediately. Okay, so you're just sensing the heart that got taken away. Even supposing he were revived, he's only a part of me after all, and not an enemy. You sure? I know not. What do you mean you know not? Still, while I don't know the reason, this tells us a human was plotting his revival. That means finding the killer in this case could likely point towards my heart as well. Talk about 2 birds with 1 meteor. With 1 meteor? It's a saying they have in Japan for situations like that. Did all proverbs come from Japan? Is this the insinuation here? 1 meteor falls and it makes 2 fried chickens. That's basically what it means. Even with the explanation, I don't understand. That blood. Vampiric blood. That blood. This. What's up with that blood? How nostalgic. I know this taste. Nostalgic? Yes, of course it's nostalgic. After all, this blood was originally... mine. Whoa. What's this now? Whoa-ohs. It feels like my head is splitting. Don't go licking random blood you find. Is it really that hard? Ooh, look at that. Yo, me, talk about a careless move, huh? You're... Hey, wasn't you gonna murderize all the humans? Ain't you just messing around? Oh, was this the yellow vampire that spoke all funny during the movie? Nah, sir. Am I saying that correctly? Nah, that ain't it. I'm you, and you're me. Oh, some real scares. I do like the perception here, like the depth. Where is this? Welcome to my world. No, me. I could never be a compelling vampire. Not only do I like garlic too much, but I'm also just not one for the drama. Yo, what? What is playing? About to, like, awaken the Pillar Men to this or something. Jeez. See. So you called me here. Not Zara. Glad you're quick to pick this up. I feel like I heard this in something royalty-free, but I have no idea. Got it in one. This is my world inside of you. You! Maybe you'd say it's inside your mind. Nah, where is it inside your blood? This is real weird. Not like weird in the Lin way, but like weird. I get it. But this never happened before now, did it? Well, duh, it didn't. It's the first time drinking my blood, yeah? It's because you drank my blood. You awakened me. the little bit of my blood left in your body. I see. I've lost 8 of my 9 hearts, yet even so, blood from all 9 remains in my body. Even so, the idea that a single drop could awaken you to the point of consciousness. That's the blood of ancestral vampire kings for you. I'm honestly shocked. Do some, reconstruction here. But for a so-called king, you speak rather idiotically. You make fun of me. Simply voicing my thoughts out loud. Don't pay it any mind. More importantly, that's good to know. I extend my honest thanks. That's this body for you. I don't even understand myself very well. Look inwardly. But I have no need for you to be conscious. I'll put you back to sleep. Oh dear, I just clicked out of the game. Well, enjoy looking at my audacity for a split second. So you call it your world, yet you need to dodge out of the way. Is this gonna be like a fight? Hey, I just wanted to say hi, that's all. My container, I'm gonna make it a puppet. Container? What did he mean by that? I like that music, we should go back to having that. No more of this, organ and music box. Some hardcore, could you call that trap music? Trap house? I'm not very familiar with that kind of thing, but it was sick. So even the little bit of Noxerer's blood flowing in me has a personality. The blood of the 9 kings is no joke indeed. I'm the heinous vampires, born of 9 vampires' hearts. N. I love the little bat effect. It adds so much to the game. But that is who I am as a combined entity. A puppet, you say. If the last heart in this body controls most of the blood within me, then could it be that my current personality is someone else's? Oh, he just sat in it? Ew. Who am I? I told you, you're me. What's a scraped together puppet worrying over? Back to the music. I dig it. Shh, you're taking my body. No, go back to that. I like that. Arne. Arne, you okay? What's wrong? I just got a little sleepy. Aren't vampires supposed to be Lord of the Night? Sheesh. I was worried, you know. Oh, were you? Sorry about that. Oh, we've been possessed. Huh? Kinda weird to hear you honestly apologize. Oh, is it now? Is it now? Well, whatever. If you're done investigating, let's head back to Lynn's room. Yes, of course. Info heart. No, go back to the music. That was fun. I like that. Burned. Mr. Slynn, there you are. Now you changed clothes? That's good. Alright, you can't handle blood, huh? Oh, don't embarrass me. Come to think of it, that time Heinz cut his finger with a knife the other day, you flat out fainted. Please forget about that. I've never met anyone who's like that. I've heard stories, but... Anyway, what is it? Actually, I figured out who the killer is. So I was having everyone assemble in the waiting room on the 2nd floor. Well, there's my desire to go into the waiting room stated. Really? Yes, so please, come to the waiting room. You figured out who the killer is? Well, let's go see. Oh, while I'm at it, I want to check the vase on the 2nd floor, too. Okay. Bonuses, this game may have a reward. Oh dear, I actually do feel inclined to do well now. Ah. Mistress Lynn, you art most cruel. Gordon hath gotten extremely angry with me. I'm sorry, Elise. There's a place I really, really wanted to search. I apologize for making you go through that. Please, just stop a bit. Okay. Could I somehow make it up to you later? Oh, then a Baumkuchen, please and thank thee. They came out with this new kind of Baumkuchen recently. I would settle for that. What is that? Isn't it miraculous that we can look things up on our phone? Baumkuchen. This is a German variety of spit cake. Tree cake. Oh, they just look like rings. Interesting. Understood, I'll get one for you sometime. Thank you kindly. Well then, let's head forthwith to the waiting room. Oh, could you go on ahead? I have some minor business. Did I now? Understood. I'm glad I was able to apologize to Elise. Now for this vase. Come to think of it, didn't Elise seem kind of focused on the vase? Well, she's the killer. The vase is here, but the flowers are dropping petals. Gordon waters the flowers every day, so it's a little odd to see them in this state. For now, let's go see what Byrne has to say. There's something stashed in there that's killing them. Easy. That's everyone, right? Is it true you figured out who the killer is? Exactly. Yes, I realize the ugly truth. Doth it be someone among us? There is one imposter among us. Yes. Now let's see a sign of the times. Where's Kai? I don't have high hopes, but I suppose I'll hear it out. Understood. So the first thing I considered is that this is the work of an outsider. We got Heinz, right, is the chef, bottom right. 2 maids, right? Elise and Diana, right? Gordon, burned. And then we're missing Heinz. Interesting. I mean, nobody wants someone from this mansion to have been a killer, do they? But if you're an external invader, that would make me accountable as a guard. Likely make me accountable. So I decided to think positive and assume it was an inside job. What in the world is that logic? Well, isn't it natural? I don't want people to think it's my fault. Isn't that just a bit irresponsible? Though details aside, I know it'd be difficult for someone to break in. Where is Kai? Yes, if we consider the security. The guard dogs in the courtyard are excellent. In the front we have Byrne looking out. Why would you hire just one security guard? The maids and I have checked the locks on the first floor windows twice over. In short, intrusion into this mansion was impossible at the time of the master's murder, yes? Second floor. That's right. I was in the dining room the whole time myself. There, had a clear view of both the entryway and the door to the courtyard. I don't know, Byrne's sus. It'd be absolutely impossible for an intruder to get in. That's a fair assessment. That means it was someone in this mansion who did it. Dun dun dun! And it's a standard mystery trope for the first person on the scene to be the killer. That was even true of the book I just read, in fact. In short, the killer is... you, Mistress Lin. I mean, the door was locked and everything. It's inconceivable that I killed Father. Oh, that's what the killer always says. Just like in the book I just read. Well, Mistress Lin, please, confess. You're awful. I'll prove that me killing Father is inconceivable. Byrne's reasoning is as full of holes. Pass through. Okay. Interesting. What kind of harebrained logic is that? First of all, I was passed out. Well, look, if you just fell backward and hit your head on the floor. What was this dude gonna do, and turn me into the cops? Nah. You fell backwards, maybe you could pass out all by yourself. What? Gordon? Yes, Mistress Lin? Was I passed out face up? No, you were lying face down. That's our Gordon. He paid close attention. So now what do you say? But you could have flipped face down while only faintly conscious. A person able to slice the master's head off would surely have the energy to do that. I know someone who's going to be looking for a job after all this blows over. Our father literally just got killed and the first thing he did was accuse us? No way. Even without a vampire here. Who knows what a person able to cut a head off could do? What? Oh, okay, that was the minigame. You won't make a killer out of me with that whole written logic. Burns' book added to notes. Everyone, get this idiot out of here. Is beheading someone that easy to do? I would imagine it's rather difficult. And it was clean. Not that most people would really know. Never cut off a human's head before, Natch, but it's pretty tough to do with animals. Be quite a task for a young girl like Lynn. Mistress Lynn doth be on par with me in arm wrestling. And I could manage that? I think if not. Burned. That isn't reasoning, it's just thoughtless ranting. Avoiding responsibility has its limits. Gordon and the rest of you, thank you so much. Lay this dude off. Sorry. Hey, where's Kai? Really, very sorry. I just thought if the killer came from outside, it'd be my fault and I'd be fired. I would fire you for this. But I mean, if we catch the killer before then it's all zero-sum. That's why I was resistant to calling in the police, too. What, the cops don't know? Don't do something like that without any decent evidence. Wait, you haven't called the police? No, but I'll make this work. Sorry for troubling you all. What is this attitude of yours? Byrne, how cruel can you be? I'm coming to doubt thy common sense. It was a joke, guys, a joke. Just a little, you know. Do you seriously think you can just pass this off as a joke? Because if so, you're even dumber than I thought. I apologized, didn't I? Do you understand what you did? Of all things, implicating the head of this mansion as a killer? I told you I recognized my mistake and apologize for it. We're about to eject Byrne. Everyone vote. The mood between everyone is getting worse and worse at this rate. I'm sure everyone's uneasy right now. If I forgive Byrne, then surely... And it's like Gordon always says, I'm the next head of the Rhineweiss family. Right. I need to be reliable. I need to reassure everyone and keep them in order. It's alright, I'm not bothered. The mistress, Byrne, had insulted you, you understand? I'll be just fine. Byrne, you're anxious too, aren't you? Because we still haven't caught Father's killer. Yeah, that's right, I'm so anxious and scared, I can't bear it. Well, see, okay, if he called the emergency meeting, then he must be the, he could self-report. Back to the music box, I see. All of you feel the same way, right? So let's not argue over something like this. Okay? If Mistress Lynn says she's alright with it, then let us not make any further stir. You become admirable indeed. If Lynn's fine with it, I'll obey. Even if I haven't personally forgiven you. Well then, let us resolve the matter. Byrne, you should be grateful to Mistress Lynn. Thank you very much. Right. Alright. Well, we already knew about loopholes in security anyways, or gaps in security. Glad everyone seems to have calmed down. Since they're all gathered here already, I should ask for the alibis. We do appear to be missing someone. I don't know if anyone has caught on to that. For now, I've heard everyone's alibis. Oh, bless, I didn't have to go through that. Whew. If I don't get back soon, Lord Arne might... Lord Arne really didn't notice at all how upset I was. He just doesn't understand people's hearts. For a guy who had 9, that's pretty impressive. I guess it's because he's a vampire after all. How can he say my memories of our family don't matter? Would it really be wise to interact with him the same way I have been? It could lead to a lot of turbulence someday. Humans and vampires, huh. That aside. Even though Father's been killed, I wonder why everyone seems to be taking it so well. Maybe Lord Arne would know. No, of course he wouldn't. Quick to rely on others, huh? Should really drop that habit. I need to be a capable head of the family. I need to be someone people can rely on. I need to be dependable and trustworthy. Well, anyway, I'll head up to my room for now. Mistress. What's the matter? There's something I wish to tell you. Could you please come to my room? Okay, understood. Alright, let us depart. Hold on. He left. I guess I'll follow him. Man, Heinz, like, dipped real fast. Oh, man. Huh? I thought I'd go check up on Linny since she was taking her sweet time, but she's not here. 1, 2, 3. Only 3 here. Oh, there's one in the kitchen, too, so that's everyone. But where's Lynn? Plus, Arne's left the mirror in his pocket and won't respond at all. Well now, maybe something will happen. Well, gone. Okay. So it kind of, like, forces me to... Ugh. Gordon, you say something? No, I heard it as well. Ugh. Heinz, that's Heinz's voice. Heinz should be in the kitchen pouring us some tea. Let's go. I hope someone's strapped. It's dark. Heinz, are you alright? This guy is dead. Heinz! Heinz! I'll call the others immediately. Please. It's always an electrical man. I swear. Heinz, are you alright? Whoa, whoa. Hey there, Lynn. Heinz! Thank goodness, are you hurt? I got hit from behind all of a sudden, but... No, I'm not bleeding or anything. Should be fine. Who could have done this? Ugh. Gordon? Go, Lynn, I'll be fine. Okay, wow, the imposter is getting really bold at picking us off one by one. Someone is just running, knocking all of us upside the head? Gordon! Why, how did this happen? Ugh. Somebody help. Okay, well. So irritating, give more of yourself over to me. You don't even seem to get who you are, so here I'm telling you. You're me, that's right, me. So I'm getting in the way. Revel in the killing, aye? En's a heinous vampire, not some loser detective. Act like a puppet, puppet. Obey me. Next time, I tell you. Next time. Can you imagine being, like, stuck in your own mind with that song playing all the time? You'd go insane. Are you alright? Wow, this room... Does this dude have, like, a camouflaged pattern wallpaper? What's he trying to do? Hide SAS members in here? It appears I was suddenly attacked from behind. Luckily, it does not appear I suffered any wounds. Thank goodness. I worried you, did I, Mistress Lynn? Please, dry your tears. Okay. Also, why is he painting so high up on the wall? Who could do something like this? Well... Is Heinz unhurt as well? Yes, like you, he wasn't injured, he was just knocked out. In that case, let us discuss it while he's around. It would be a waste to repeat myself for the others. And also, I don't remember much. Oh, I see. Mistress Lynn, you really must abandon this playing at detective business. You do realize you could run into dangers like Heinz and myself did. I mean, to be fair, we were the first one to get knocked out, right? So, what's the second? I tell you this because I worry for you, Mistress. Please, enough playing detective. But Very well, I understand. Mistress Lynn, do you do remember that I call you to my room, yes? Yes, I remember. For better or worse, we are alone now, so I'll tell you what I intended to. Please do. It concerns the Master. Father? In truth, I'd wondered if something like this might happen someday. What? For you see, most of the people in this mansion despise the Master. Did this really surprise anyone? It has been 2 years since your mother passed, plenty of time for things to fall apart. You yourself are surely well aware of how much the Master changed? Yes. The House of Rhineweiss has never been the same since. You ought to know all this as both the Master's daughter and the present head of the family. It may be difficult to hear, but I implore you to listen. He's driven down our stonks! Alright. Now, who shall I speak about? I want to hear about the gardener. Where is he? Please tell me about Bern the Guard and Kai the Gardener. Both of them had fallen in love with the maids. Huh. The gardener Kai's feelings for Diana and Bern for Elise. Kai also once made a request of the Master to allow a relationship with Diana. Apparently, he laughed it off. Know your place, Kai was told. As the guard Bern, he and Elise, well, they seem to finance each other in various ways. This is just between us, but I've been keeping an eye out for him stealing things in the storeroom and selling them. Bern did what? Elise showed me things she was given by Byrne a number of times. These were all very expensive items. I cannot imagine Byrne could afford any of them. But even with that, I never truly imagined he was such a despicable person. To pin you as a killer, mistress. Enough about that now, it's fine. Still, is that alone enough reason to jump to that conclusion? I've been carefully examining the contents of the storeroom before bed each night, and many times I found items missing in the morning. When the maids and the guard have full roam of the mansion at night. But the two maids have hardly ever left the mansion. So suspicion falls on Byrne? Yes, I believe so. I told the master such, in fact. I see. Now, who shall I speak about? Let's do the maids. Please tell me about Diana and Elise. Though in different ways, most would agree that Diana and Elise are both rather appealing to the eye. Their job is to accommodate other nobles who visit the Rhineweiss estate. I assume you know what I'm getting at. You mean? The world of nobility is much dirtier than you may imagine, mistress. That's messed up. There's one noble who became fond of Diana. He even requested we hand her over. However, the master was killed before conclusion could be reached. As for Elise, she is very clumsy. And for her missteps, she was often subjected to violence. Did Kai and Byrne know about these things? No, only the master and I should know. Unless the girls spoke of it themselves. Wow, maybe this was just some, like, Agatha Christie, everyone got together and just collectively pushed our father down. That's so cruel. Yes, it is cruel. However, you have the power to stop it now, correct? I won't let it happen. I'll never allow that sort of thing to happen. That's good to hear. It is up to you as the head of this family to do with us as you will, Mistress Lin. Right. Now, shall I speak about... Oh, the chef. Please tell me about Heinz the Chef. Heinz? I'm not really sure about him. He seems to me like a man who thinks of nothing but his cooking. However, because of the great pride he takes in his cooking, perhaps he felt that pride wounded by the master, who never cleaned his plate. But Heinz was knocked out in the kitchen. That much is true. I don't see much need to doubt him, but just in case. That is everything I wanted to tell you, mistress. Man, this is a really messed up household. I never knew about any of this. There is no need to blame yourself. You had no reason to know until now, Mistress Lin. Until now. Henceforth, you will be in a position as the head in which you can directly manage us servants. This is no time to be acting like a detective. Perhaps you've been considering that the culprit is one of us, but... Considering how Heinz and I were attacked, it is clear the culprit is not one of the 6 here. 2 maids, a chef, a butler, a guard, and us. We're missing someone, right? Unless we're not supposed to count us, and we count Kai. Leave these dangerous matters to us adults. Instead, think about the future of the Rhineweiss family. I shall offer all my support as well. Mistress, is something the matter? Father, my kind father. I mean, I don't know if I would call that kind. Ever since that day 2 years ago, he really hasn't been here, has he? That dude is long gone. Not only that, but all I've been seeing is the nice and tidy surface of everything. I had absolutely no idea about Diana or Elise, because they treated me exactly the same as before. Only I, the new family head, have the power to protect those two. No, all of you. And yet... Please, tell me one thing. When Father was killed, were they... For the most part, I suspect they were not rejoicing. While the noble status of the House of Rhineweiss has been lowering in these years due to the Master, if word of this incident spreads, it is clear we will only lose further influence. For your sake as well, we must keep this private. Discreet. It seems someone's come to visit. Mistress Lin, I implore you to keep what I told you secret from the others. You may enter. Ah, Diana, something the matter? Sorry to disturb your conversation. Heinz has prepared tea for everyone. Shall we relax a bit and sort out the situation? I suppose. Is he any better? Can he move? I believe I'm able to be up and about now, so I'll come as well. Well, that answers my question. Alright, I'm out of tea, so now I'm on water. While it is normally unheard of for the servants to be seated at the same table as the family head, I was complaining so much about this last time, my wish has been granted. This is the situation we find ourselves in, so please forgive it. No, I don't mind. Heinz, are you sure you don't need a seat? Sure, I'm fine. Wasn't hurt or anything. This dude was knocked out cold and like, oh, I'm fine. No, I'm good. Gonna shake it off. In fact, it makes me feel much better to treat you all to some delicious tea. Though, what's wrong, Lin? You seem a lot more unwell than me. It's nothing at all. I'm fine. Oh, really? Well, I've got more where this came from, so don't hesitate to ask. What, getting knocked out? Okay. At any rate, who couldst have attacked the two of thee? Could they still be inside the mansion? Probably. Not a chance. I've done a thorough look around. They're not in the mansion anymore. In fact, I have a pretty good idea of who did it, too. After all, we were all together on the second floor before Heinz was attacked, right? Burn, don't make hasty inferences again. Oh, don't worry, Elise. I'm not going to say the mistress did it anymore. That doth not be what I meant. I have such a hard time reading Elise's line. Jeez. I didn't get a look at who did it, just got whacked from behind. Unfortunately, I too saw nothing. But I know they went out to the courtyard because I heard the door open. Not sure when they got inside, though. Must have been too focused on making tea. Oh, and this probably isn't related, but I heard the sound like a bird's wings flapping. A bird's wings flapping? Yeah, like... Any ideas what that could be? How did he do that so convincingly? Oh. No, not especially. Couldn't be Lord Arne. I too didn't notice until they struck from behind. However, I heard the door to the entryway open. And afterward, I feel as if I heard them quietly mutter Mistress Lin's name. My name? Oh, well, I suspect I only misheard it as that, given my worry for your safety. I wonder if he, accidentally turned our dead mother's, homunculi corpse into a vampire. My deepest apologies for making you uneasy, mistress. I find it somewhat hard to believe that it's Arne because he's busy getting possessed. No, it's okay, and resisting possession, I guess. It's like a QTE. Then you mean, then. I can't think of anything else. Lord Arne, why? Well, I made sure to lock the front door up tight. Nobody will be getting inside this mansion anymore. I should hope as much, but... Man, but at this rate, it had to be the Gardener Kai, because he's not here. That's the only answer I can think of. Diana. Kai would never do something like that. Wow, we got real, tactical music up in here now. Gosh, I was just joking, okay? Come to think of it, you two did have a bit of a relationship, eh? We're about to have to burn this mansion down and start from scratch. New hires all around. Oh, I'm so jealous. Well, plus it sounds like you were made to do all sorts of nasty stuff, Diana. Isn't it kind of best the master got killed for you? Burned. I get it. Right, so sorry. But it's nigh undeniable, right? True, I can understand wanting to suspect Kai since he isn't present. It's not just what I think, it's the facts, right? The culprit isn't one of us, I can't think there's anything else left. I suppose so, yes, you would want to think that. But don't you have reason to feel guilty yourself, Byrne? I can understand why you seek to point your finger at Mistress Lin or us. Huh? What are you talking about? Diana, stop this. Gordon, I shall make it clear as day here and now. Byrne is stealing jewelry from the storeroom. Huh? Now don't be ridiculous. Well, I'm sorry, were you trying to keep it a secret? If that were the case, you should have been more discreet about it. You do know I've witnessed countless instances of you entering the storeroom late at night? That's just for security purposes. Is it really? Elise often shows me accessories she says she received from you. But I just can't wrap my head around purchasing such pricey things on your income. And that's why you're treating me like a thief? Don't you think it's strange too, Elise? Human trash like him would never be able to afford such valuable items. Oh wow, we're all just gonna fight. The girls are fighting! What? I wasn't aware of anything like that. Oh, I'm sure if you did know, you'd be complicit. So naturally, you would say you know nothing. It's the truth, please believe with me. Should I? At least you hated the Master too, didn't you? Where's that emergency button? Whenever we had guests, you would always come back in tears. If only the Master were gone. Am I recalling your words right? I could say it the same about you, Diana. And Heinz and Gordon often talk late into the night, so couldn't they be suspicious too? Look, all we were talking about is food and try and help the Master's health. At least don't try to change the subject. Hey, stop it. Elise can't be a killer, right? She's the only one who could have fit through the van. Ah, how nice of Elise to protect you. Is that why you killed the Master for her sake? You wretched. What the hell? Don't get in my way. What a mess you made of my tea. Huh? So what are you gonna do with this? How lovingly do you think I worked on this, thinking of you guys all the while? Who cares? Have the maids clean it up. Oh, what are you saying? If you don't even give it a taste, what was the point in preparing it? What are you on about? Did getting hit in the head make you lose your marbles? Oh, am I not making myself clear? I'm telling you to lick it. Savor every bit of flavor, understand? You're nuts. Oh man, everyone has just lost it. We gotta get out of here. I don't even think we can salvage this. I think I prefer that to a guy who's only been making everybody uncomfortable. Come on, lick it. Get a grip, you. Get a grip, all of you. What's going on here? This isn't... You're all being so cruel. I don't understand it at all. Weren't we all together when Heinz and Gordon were attacked? The culprit isn't one of us, right? So there's no reason to argue. It is as Mistress Lin says. Back in your seats, everyone. Man, we gotta, wash this tablecloth and everything. I said sit down. Alright, burn sus. Mistress Lin, I'm terribly sorry. I'll go to my room and cool my head. No, we're gonna get attacked! Stop it! Elise, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said all that. No, we're gonna get jumped when we're all on our own. This is a bad idea. Indeed. Seems we all need some time to cool our heads a bit. What is this? What is all this? Everything has gone wrong here since Mother passed. I wonder if, Arne is doing something. He spreads rumors, right? And with Father's murder, it's only looking to get worse. You have to be reliable and keep everyone in order. I'm the head of the Rheinweiss family, so I have to fulfill that role. I need to be protecting everyone, and yet... Okay. When did I get back to this room? And then Rheinweiss is yet to return as well. Hey, Zissier. What? Explain. Explain what? I have no memory of what happened after I drank the blood in that secret room. What was I doing? I don't know. You're the one who kept the mirror in his pocket. Sure you weren't sleeping or something? How useless. Jeez, that's mean. Look, even if you were up to anything, I couldn't see a thing. Because I can't see you with normal mirrors. I see. By the way, what is Lynn Rheinweiss doing? Dunno, but I think she's in the dining room? The chef guy and the maids are bringing tea there. Don't be absurd. What are they casually drinking tea for? Don't got an answer for you. I'll go on a stroll. Vampires never do well when they go on strolls, so if I've learned anything, it's that. A stroll? I'm going to walk around this mansion for a bit. My mind's not working well right now. I thought you were in this room because you didn't want humans to see you. No problem, so long as no one sees me. I was just thinking I could do with some thrill. I gotta quote it! I gotta quote it! What a thrill. With darkness and silence through the night. Well, I won't stop you. Alright, I'll take a tour around. I feel like I have this... See you later. I have this really nasty habit, and I'll talk about in detail here. Well, I'll accept I'll be coming with. No stuff me in your pocket this time, okay? Alright. Most of my videos, there's either a comment about John Wick somewhere in there, or I, quote, Snake Eater. This is just how things have been, but I don't know. It happens. I can't resist it. It's like making puns, you know? Now that we're just a vampire on a stroll here. I wonder if this painting here, this looks like... I'm not very good with classical art, but I feel like that could be like a Van Gogh thing. Irises, maybe? I don't know. Okay, well, I just wanted to see if I can re-enter that room. Come to think of it, the mansion's humans were gathered up ahead, weren't they? That's right. There's nobody around now, so you're fine to go there. Can't imagine there's a point. I have no particular objective there. Well, I suppose I'll take a look. Somebody dropped something. Ah, what a bore. You haven't done anything yet, have you? And I don't have the motivation to do so. Aw, big mood? What the heck? Well, in that case, I've got good news for you, Arne. Oh, what is it? All the humans are on the move. One of the maids is headed to this room from the side opposite the one you came in. Hey, what about that supposed to be good news? Boredom be gone. I suppose. That said, I still don't wish to be seen. I'll hide myself then. Okay, he wouldn't. Okay. What is that room, anyways? Oh, it's a balcony. Is this a mansion where even the maids patrol? That's... Hey, Zissier. What's up, Arne? Bring Lynn Reinweiss to that guest room. But Lynn doesn't seem to be in a room with a mirror. What's that? Such lousy timing she has. Oh, hold on, I can make this work. Can you? Then do so. Okay, here I go. I'm counting on you to take this in an interesting direction, Lynn Reinweiss. Have you calmed down, Mistress Lynn? Yes. And I would like to formally discuss what's to come. Do you think we ought to call back the two who left? True. Well then, Heinz, you bring Burned here. Me? Are you serious? Yes, you. Well, whatever. Okay, I'll go get him. Elise? Yes, Serene. Could I trust you to get Diana? Well, basically, I'll go call Diana. No, there's no need for that, mistress. I'd like to get moving around a bit. And it's not like I can go running around or anything, so please, at least let me call for Diana. If you say so, mistress. Besides, I think Elise would have some trouble looking her in the face right now. Mistress Lynn, thank you so very much so. Don't mention it. I think we gotta make good on the cake promise, too. You and Diana share the same room, right? I'll go pay a visit. Good thing I have all these, like, headers on top. It's my duty as the head of the Reinweiss family to do something about all this, isn't it? Is the killer really Kai? For now, I'll call Diana back from her room. I hope she can reconcile with the others. No, in fact, helping her do so is the family head's duty. Diana, it's me, Lynn. Huh? Diana? The door isn't locked. It can't be. Diana? Huh? She's not here. Where could she have gone? Linny, hey Linny. Is that you, Zissier? Yep, it's me. Something I want to tell you, so come over to the mirror. Understood. Hey, what up? Yoo-hoo, Linny. Zissier, what's the matter? What's the matter with you, more like? You haven't come back in ages. Sorry, there's been a lot going on. Arne was mad about you being late. Lord Arne? Was he really? That's right, Lord Arne would never attack the others. Who did what now? Did he do something like that? If you don't know Zissier, it's fine. Well maybe you're right. Do you know something? Not really. Just thought it'd be interesting if it was true. This guy's such a, like, nonchalant guy, but he's probably evil. Anyway, I got a message from Arne. Want me to tell it to you? A message? Then yes, I want you to tell me. Should I, though? What? Okay, how about this? If you entertain me, I'll tell you. Entertain you? Yep. You've got kind of a brooding face going on, Linny. Make it look more like you're having fun. That's easier said than done. I mean, this really isn't an enjoyable situation. Then I'm not gonna tell you. What? Too bad, because it has to do with the tall maid. I mean, Diana? How's this? Good enough. How about you go ahead and tell me some puns? Oh, ooh, I was born for this. Puns? Really rather hear the message. Oh, you won't do it. Fine. I mean, I'm fine not giving you the message, but... Understood. I'll do it. Please, let me do it. That's the ticket. We'll play a game where I give a prompt and you finish it by making a pun. Oh. And you better take part enthusiastically or it'll really bore me. I don't really follow, but I'll just do as Zissier says. Zissier is a bit of an unreliable narrator, isn't he? I'll do my best. For instance, I'll say, how is the omelet? And you say... Excellent. Excellent. That's good, right? Your standard pun, sure, but I prefer answers that are a little contrary. Like cracking good, for instance, because you crack eggs to make omelets, right? This guy. I see, that's tricky. Think you got it now? Can you find jokes more amusing the more incredibly lame they are? I think I get that. Well, all of you, if you've made it this far, are watching this video, so... I'll show you the talent that earned me the nickname Pun Master Lin. I think that's actually, like, my Grand Blue... title thing. I can't remember. I think it's title, right? I'm pretty sure. It was from that one... I don't know if it was Idolmaster, some, like, collaboration event, right? Now I gotta log into Grand Blue on my phone, because I have no regard for the timing of this. Yes, yes. I don't care about my journey drops, and I gotta play Alchemist's Desire, but... I have Legendary Punster as my Grand Blue title. Dang, how perfectly lame. Alrighty, seems you're on board, then let's get started. The slow pace will spoil the mood too, so you've got 5 seconds to come up with an answer. Like Shiritori, but puns. Well, there's no need to force yourself. Okay, got it. Okay. You can tune the piano. You can't tune a fish. Broken pencil is best written off. Nice use of written there, okay. Especially because its best writing is behind it. A sick lemon needs to sit and rest. Ah, sit and rest, like citrus. I didn't find that particularly appealing. Aren't you taking this seriously, Zissier? Thanks for taking this silly game so seriously, Lenny. Your puns are average, but you amuse me, so I guess that counts. Okay, I'll tell you. I'm not super satisfied by that, but oh well, as long as you'll tell me. Now about the message from Arne. Ah, I forgot. Yes, please, tell me that. He says to come to the second floor guest room right away. Right away? Yes, right away. Thanks to you, I'm absolutely going to get there later than right away. Hey, I was planning to just tell you, but you look so glum, Linny. Did I help lift your spirits a little? Ah, so you did it out of worry for me. Who knows, maybe I did it purely to mess with you. That also seems probable. Whenever, like, if we ever meet this dude physically, we should just, like, punch him once. But still, thank you very much. Don't mention it. Now come on, you better go, huh? Of course, hurrying at this point won't change the fact that you're late. You probably take it easy, you know? Jeez, it's your fault that I'm late, Zissier. Not my problem. Okay then, I'll wait with Arne. Right, see you later. If Zissier, who should always be with Lord Arne, doesn't know what I'm talking about, then maybe it wasn't Lord Arne who attacked Heinz and Gordon. For now, I won't know anything until I meet him. Right, if I'm meeting Lord Arne, I should tell him everything going on. Then they might not even be necessary anymore, but I'll report everyone's alibis too. I don't think we can afford to make a detailed timeline, but I'll at least cover the important bits. Please give me free roam of the room. Okay. Everyone said... Oh, I have to click it. Boom. Heinz's testimony was that he was in the kitchen the whole time. He said that he thinks a figure outside the kitchen window, or he saw a figure. Richtig. The fact he only thinks he saw something means the guard dogs in the courtyard didn't bark. They're well trained and generally try to bark at and scare off any people that come. Since he didn't hear them, though, he added that he might have been mistaken. But I really wonder about this. I should probably keep this in mind. Elise could not have been alone in her room, right? Because she shares a room with Diana. Vern was apparently on guard in the dining room the whole time. And he says he saw both Elise and Gordon go to the kitchen. Heinz also met with both of them in the kitchen, so I don't think there's any question of that. Huh? That's strange. Isn't this contradictory? Contradiction? Yeah, here we go. Okay. They share the same room, yet they both say they were alone. Perfect. Rewards, Heinz and dogs. Okay, is one of them lying, or both? What exactly does this mean? I mean, it's everybody, isn't it, at this point? Diana. Be nice if I could talk to her about this. Courtyard figure. Alright. Dang it, I was gonna go investigate for anime. Oh, this is the first floor. Oh, okay, I thought we were already in the, He said guest room, but there are two of them. Which one would it be? I hear voices from this one. Is it Lord Arne and Zissier? Oh, that sounds like Diana and Kai? Why is Kai here? Whoa. Why not? The guy who's standing in our way is dead. You're free now. Well, this guy is up to no good. Haven't I told you countless times? I can't do it. To leave this place, I simply can't. Please, don't come back today if anyone sees you. I'm telling you, it'll be fine. Mistress Lin, why? Diana, what were you just doing with Kai? You have it wrong. Kai hasn't done anything. Kai saw us! Kai saw us! Please, don't tell anyone you saw Kai here. Kai's under enough suspicion as it is. Suspicion is one thing. But didn't he say that with Father dead, there's no one left to get in your way? That's not it, Mistress Lin. Diana, you were lying. You said you were in your room the whole time before Father was killed. But after seeing Kai, now I know. Mistress. Whoa! Diana, I'm gonna have you tell me the truth. Kai came here when Father was killed too, didn't he? Nothing of the sort. He only came here the one time, just now. No? What? Oh, odd figure. That was Untitled. The chef Heinz saw a figure pass through the courtyard before Father was killed. Dang it, I should load the save. Was that not burned? He was doing his duty as a guard. Yeah, but he was in the kitchen, or in the dining room. No, as a matter of fact, it clearly wasn't burned. Because... guard dogs. Our guard dogs bark at anyone, with a few exceptions. Myself, Father, and Kai. You know that too, right, Diana? Well, yes. To enter the mansion from the courtyard, you need to go through the dining room door. And Vern was on duty, or is on guard there, so... what are you trying to tell me? Wasn't he just here in the second floor guest room? He went out of his way to meet you on the second floor because he didn't want anyone to see him. And Kai would be able to do it, wouldn't he? Thanks to... the ladder. I mean, he's loved to get here too, but... the ladder, obviously. Only Kai is able to set that huge thing up. No, but is there a problem with meeting in secret at night? There is, since you can only meet in secret at night because you are... It starts to look like a motive. No. The motive was love. I can imagine that we're just like flinging cards at her, right? You both have feelings for each other, don't you? But you can't be wedded with someone undesirable, even though you desire him. I don't know a lot about romance yet, but that's really painful, isn't it? Diana, please tell me the truth. As it stands, I really am going to think the two of you killed Father. If I'm mistaken, then please come clean. Understood. I will tell you the truth, Mistress Lin. Maybe I shouldn't have saved over that. Lin Rhinewise should be arriving at the guest room around now. Why was Mistress Lin? Damn it, gotta try again another day. He's the gardener, as I recall. I see, so he's able to intrude without the dogs howling at him. What a thrill. I may not want to show myself to humans, but I can't simply let him escape. Very well, I'll restrain and question him. Uh-oh. Of course, if he makes it outside the ground, that's trouble. Because the key I entrusted to Lin Rhinewise has been destroyed, the key also served the function of allowing me free entry into this mansion. With it now gone, should I leave these grounds, I'll need permission to get back in. I'll have to capture him within the courtyard. Okay. Okay. Oh, I just had to go there. I thought I had to physically block him. A bat? What's he doing in a place like this? Howdy. What are you? Fret not, human. I just have a few questions for you. Monster. I don't intend to hurt you, but... Now calm down, human. Be not afraid. Wait, I can't let him circle around to the front. I've yet to check with Lin Rhinewise how much he considers to be part of the house. She thinks past the front doors outside, that's bad. Perhaps his courtyard is just an exception. Sheesh. To restrain you. Okay. Well... The more you struggle, the less your freedom to move. Bloody... cat? Missed that part. Let go, help me. Not so noisy, human. I just want to talk for a bit. Spit it out. We're your friends. It's gotta be a lie, monster. Lin Rhinewise caused it to slip my mind, but that's right, humans do react like this. What are you gonna do with me, kill me? Now how can I get him to obediently talk? Knife against the throat, man! You're so sloppy, Ming. What? Was I always such a pushover? Remember, you heinous villain. Here, I'll even lend you a hand. Uh-oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yes, that's right. Oh, our name changed, huh? Human, I'll have you tell me everything you know. Oh, don't worry, as long as you obediently own up. I won't kill you. No. Yeah. Violence is just the best. Rule over those puny ants of power. Like, there's a fun aspect to this where the duality is like, oh, here's like your traditional creepy music box piano, and it's like all the modern, I don't know if you can call this dubstep, right? But kind of like electro, trap, house, these kind of things. Go ahead, kill him if you want to. Wait, don't kill him, we need him alive. Probably start saving elsewhere. Hello? Yes, the truth is, that kind of eloping? Yes, I'm sure you're thinking of the right kind of eloping, Mistress Lin. When Byrne found the master dead and screamed, I was meeting with Kai here. Kai had made a plan to escape the mansion with me. I wasn't informed how we were going to escape, but at the time he told me to come to this room. Why didn't you tell me from the start? There's no way I could, it's obvious we would be suspected. Even you, Mistress, came to that conclusion. But please believe me, we would never kill the master. There's no reason for us to have knocked out Heinz and Gordon. You're right, I think it's unnatural how those two were attacked. But if you two really intended to flee, then you could have ignored Byrne's scream and just done it. So please tell me, why couldn't you run? Because it was much too scary to descend from the second floor. Excuse me? Are you afraid of heights? It's obvious I couldn't do it, from such a height as this. I never expected him to propose climbing down a ladder from here. What is he even thinking? There's no way he doesn't know. I can't even go out on the terrace, you know. Ah, balcony was the wrong word. Terrace. Apparently is what you have. Ah, that's right. You have an extreme fear of heights. So she couldn't have killed our father. That's right, so I told him. If I had to climb down from here, I'd rather dig a hole in the ground and leave that way. Boy, do I have some news for you, huh? It's truly inconceivable. If only the whole world were flat. And all buildings should be one story. I might be going a little far. I don't want to say anything about the flat Earth thing. Dear God. Uh-oh. Okay. Messing around with my email real quick, and I did something on accident. Well, then what was Kai here for earlier, then? I just read every word in that sentence out of order. Holy cow. He told me to think of another plan, so I should come back at this time. You know what that plan was? Climb down with the blindfold. What an absolute idiot. That is, yeah? And I suppose I might as well take this chance to put it all out there. Truth is, I'm the kind of person who gets more passionate the more obstacles there are to love. That's weird. My dear is trying to take me away from the undesirable things forced upon me. It's just such a romantic situation. Right, that sort of thing, it's inspirational. Lovers that can't be wedded, like Romeo and Juliet. If we can't be wedded, then we'll just die, the both of us. Do you and Kai love each other that deeply? Yes, and I'm so sure. I'm sure. It's for the best the Master died. Oh, please don't misunderstand. I'm not saying we killed him. The Master loved his wife so deeply, you know. Through death, he could go to the same place as her. He's probably overjoyed, don't you think? Man, everyone in this house is so messed up. What is wrong with everyone? Everyone just needs to step back and take, like, 30 chill pills, you know? Diana. Don't you feel the same, Mistress Lin? I was always wondering, really, why won't he just die? It's like that end of V for Vendetta. It's like, die, why won't you die? What in the world are you? And you two were forced to be a mistress for the Master's sake, weren't you? So you don't have to do any of that anymore, yes? First, I did that of my own volition. Or were you a puppet, being pulled along by strings? The Master was troublesome for everyone in the mansion. Well, you don't gotta say it. I know we were all thinking it, but you didn't have to say it. There is a difference. And the person who attacked Gordon and Heinz seems to have left now, correct? Wouldn't it be fine just to end it here? I could never do that. If it really wasn't Kai, then who was it? I'm sorry. I forgot that you were saddened by the Master's death, Mistress Lin. But you do think so too, don't you? That the Master must be happy with his wife in the afterlife. Not if she's roaming around this house. I can't understand what you're saying. Not only can vampires not perceive human feelings, but some humans can't even perceive human feelings. I won't tell anyone about Kai, so please just leave this room. Right now. I'm terribly sorry, I didn't think you'd be so offended. It's a joke. I'll leave right away. Wait, woman. Uh-oh. Kai! Lord Arne. Whoopsies, we've been caught. Don't move from that spot. I'll kill him. Same goes for if you scream. Wow, the music is always an intriguing selection. Lord Arne, what have you done? Shut up, Lynn Reinweiss. Talking to that maid there. Got that? Yes. Lord Arne. Now, woman, I have this man's fate in my hands. There are no lies in what you told Lynn Reinweiss, were there? There were not. You know, I talked to this human. And if I find any discrepancies, I'll know one of you's lying. With that out there, I'm gonna ask again. Sure you didn't lie? No. It's true, I'm not lying, so please don't do anything cruel to Kai. I mean, he's already been, like, brutalized, so how much worse could it get? Lord Arne, please stop. Why would you do this? Oh, I gotta hit Z. Maybe I'll believe you. Go on, tend to him as you will, woman. Oh, Kai, are you alright? I was up on the terrace and that man came out of nowhere. So I gave him good talking to. Hope it helps to solve the case. Lord Arne. Sure enough, you attacked Heinz and Gordon. Ah, right. Thought I'd put on a fun show for everybody. Some pretty good blame throwing going there, didn't I? Seems my performance had an effect. Performance? Why would you do that? Oh, I just added a little spice to things. It's not like anyone died, did they? So where's the problem? I like that all the M's here are clipping into each other. I had that happen when I was like trying to make the warnings in the last episode for my horrific German. It's like some of the letters in all caps would clip into each other. Of course, if I can get better with this body, you might see heads start flying. Enjoyed it, right? Violence is great, ain't it? Huh. What in the world are you doing? That was very maidenly of you. Like a slap across the face. It's gonna start jamming out again. When blood besides mine is used for abilities, the relative concentration of mine goes up. Which is why I thought I'd take that chance to wrest control of this body. But it's not going like I thought. My thoughts are all mixed up. For someone who doesn't know who he is, you seem pretty into this whole detective thing. Maybe the real mystery is who you are after all. Me wanting to murderize, you wanting to play detective, it's all become a mangled mess. This is Raylan Givens it, you know? I won't be satisfied with this, I want to kill them all. Have your body in mind to me already. Got it, me? Hey, take a look, why don't you? This puny brat's trembling, see? Must be scared of me. What in the world are you doing? What in the world am I doing? Very true, Lynn Rhineweiss. What did you just say? Wild. What am I doing indeed? I completely let my guard down in this lowlife. I see. I'll be sure to keep in mind that this kind of thing can happen. Hey, you got an attitude there, don't you? You're me, right? Let's get along. Indeed, I am curious who I am exactly. But I am sure of one thing. You are not me, 'cause you're not me. Oh, dear. I'm never expecting mouse stuff in RPG Maker these days, and it keeps happening, too. What? Close one. Useless. I'm not gonna say it. If you know, you know. Your attacks won't work on me. 1 second has passed. What are you talking about? You just ran from one, did you not? You also dodged my attack back when I first met you. I thought your body only turned red because you absorbed my blood bats. Blood bats was the right term, yeah. But it seems I was mistaken. Oh, you're imagining things, surely. Well now, it seems like I hit the nail on the head. You can't keep up that red invulnerability for long, can you? No, I totally can. So you're just an idiot after all. That's really how it is? You, don't make fun of me, and if I'm gonna kill you. Easier said than done when you're talking to a vampire. I'm gonna drink all your blood right here. Even if I gotta lose my own heart. And take you over, I can take control of your body. I see, so that's how this body works. And so indeed, the owner of my last remaining heart is... How amusing. Allow the great Arne N to drink up the last lingerings of your blood. Whoa. Combat? Whoa, that was pretty cool. Wave 1. Well, I can't imagine one such as me being bested by this fool again. Suppose I should observe his movements. The great Arne is not one for brutish strength. Gotta shoot where he's gonna be, not where he is. Joy of battle and knowing as you've completely conquered your opponent. I don't know if I believe in that. Okay. As for the opponent I aim to conquer this time, I believe he's the brains for complex attacks. Most likely, I need only understand the workings of how his body changes color. Okay, cut to black. You'll never beat me by running, see? I see what causes his body to revert to normal is... distance? When his body is red, he's unable to travel this much distance. Okay, wait, whoops. Impact, huh? Impact, so after being attacked, he must revert briefly. I wasn't really paying attention to that. Okay. My charge does seem rather mighty, but not so much I can't see through it. A bat behind a bat, you know? Remember that one, like, the huge shuriken that Sasuke had at the beginning of Naruto? One of those, the second one? If you were able to move around freely at that speed, it would be quite troublesome, but I'll observe it once more. Okay, where am I attacking? Okay, same spot. The legs? Ain't gonna let you plead for your life now. Forget the hay part, but my conjecture seems to hold strong. He attacked in exactly the same way. How naively honest. Well, he is an idiot after all. Tell me, you're still a wanted man. Can't seem to change direction either. He'll just charge forward in a straight line. Unlike modern gunfighting up in here, perhaps in this incomplete state he can't form complex thoughts. Well, that's not my concern. If I set up a trap around there, he should fall for it just like that. Okay. Oh dear. Oh, you were telling me I was supposed to pay attention to, like... Screw it. Indeed, that'll do. It's probably not it, but... Now! Oh, maybe it was. Okay. You and your lousy thinking. But now, how about this? Wave 2. How do you like that? Can't set up trap if you can't see me. True, it's hard to tell than before, but I'll just focus on when he's invisible. I suppose he hasn't stopped to consider he could just attack me while invisible. Not that I'm complaining, I'm quite grateful, in fact. Just in case, I'll observe him one more time. Did the spot change? Alright. I thought I saw it, like, here, but let's see. Oh, here we go. Oops. Okay, whoopsies. So I laid it here and that was wrong. I should probably go before. Maybe I should have gone for the earlier one. Well, you know, we'll just fumble around with this for a bit. Okay, that did work. There. Ugh, I guess it's not your traditional, like, running forward and hitting things kind of combat. Damn it! Jack Bauer up in here. We cut him in half? Cheers, bro! I suppose this means I win, yes? Not that I particularly understand what it means to win over my own blood. Well, guess that just figures. I'll have to wait inside you for my body's revival. Enjoy your detective junk while it lasts, puppet. Be gone. How amusing. See if you can, Noxer. Entertain me further. You gonna have a seat? Hey, we have things to do, like, outside of this tomfoolery. Puppet. I'm thinking and acting for myself. Or so I believed. But perhaps even these thoughts are being controlled by the blood inside me. What is everything but being controlled by our genes? Quite a delightful body, if I say so myself. Well, I'll ruminate on this bit by bit. I feel as if I'm forgetting something. Yeah, everything else. What the world are you doing? Doing those horrible things to Kai, and even attacking Gordon and Heinz. It's the next head of the House of Rheinweiss. I can't forgive harm brought upon those of my estate. I'm going to protect them. Are you listening? Oh, when did I get here? Oh, Lynn Rheinweiss, what is it? You seem offended. I don't really get what's going on. Were you not listening to me? I knew it. I knew you were just a cruel vampire. What's this? Aren't you well aware I'm a vampire? Hmm? Wait, Lynn Runwise, I just remembered. That was... enough. I'll explain later, okay? Right now we need to get Kai to a bed. Please stop it. Diana, I won't tell anyone about this, so please stay away from Kai. Understood. I'm sorry. You want to let him go? Lord Arne, let's leave. Right. Do you want to let him go? Hey, what the hap? Just hear me out for a moment, Lynn Reinweiss. Away. What's that? Please, just go away, right now. What do you mean by that? Just what it sounds like. I don't want to see your face. I didn't think you were the kind of person to do something so horrible. I was a fool to trust you. And hold on, Lynn Reinweiss, Well, if that is your wish as my client, then very well. Disappears into the night dramatically. My apologies, Lynn Reinweiss. I'm holding the arrow keys like something is gonna happen. I don't understand anymore. I don't understand Lord Arne. I don't understand anyone in this mansion. If Lord Arne is the one who attacked Gordon and Heinz, then have I made any progress at all? I learned that everyone was glad that Father had been killed. I've learned about their ugly feelings that I had no idea of before. Everything's just a mess. It usually is, I feel like. Am I the only one who's sad about all this? But even so, I have to stay strong. To save your tears for the day. And pain is far behind. Because I'm going to be the family head. As the head of the Reinweiss family, I have to protect everyone. That's why I work so hard to be a good mistress. But now, I don't know what I should do. At this rate, maybe this search for Father's killer is best abandoned. In fact, that might be what's best for everyone. Hey, Lenny. Is this you? Howdy. I'm over here, in the mirror. Yoo-hoo! Ah. Looks like you had a fight, huh? Is this Ye? Did you know that Lord Arne was that kind of person? What kind of person? Arne's not a person, remember? No, I suppose. Yes, he's a vampire. I don't know anymore. What's right? What's to believe? Is it really all that tough? You just gotta not trust. Sus? Huh? From the perspective of entities like us, it's your mindset that doesn't make sense. It's use or be used, right? No need for trust. Though it sure is entertaining watching humans worrying over that stuff. But it looks to me like you and Lord Arne trust each other. Well, nah, nothing of the sort. I'm only with Arne because I get to see amusing stuff. Because, I mean, isn't an ex-heinous vampire really funny? Vampires usually look down on all but their own kind, so Arne's quite the weirdo for letting me use him. Of course, my abilities are handy to Arne, so he uses me too. But when all's said and done, doesn't that mean you're together because you can trust each other? Well, I guess maybe it'd be like that in your terms, Lenny. If that makes sense to you, then that's fine. But I don't think it'll work so well with us. Because the two of you are using me. Yep, we're using you so we can enjoy this case. Even still, I feel like we're better than the people in this mansion. What are you getting at? Because at least we're using you as a human, Lenny. What's up? You must have had at least a faint idea. That you were their dress-up doll. That can't be true. I chose this myself. I tried to become a fine noble lady, and I'll become head of the Reinweiss family. You really make those choices yourself? Is it fate, or is it deterministic? Is there really such a thing as free will? I mean, what else would I do? I'm the only daughter of the Reinweiss family. I'm the heiress. Without that title, what would I even be? What would be left? Oh, Lenny. My tastes make it hard to just tell you to throw out those noble lady clothes, but I think that tracksuit looks good on you too. Gonna be a layabout. At the very least, it's hard to see you as a noble, and you sure don't strike me as an heiress either. What's the deal with that tracksuit anyways? One day, I snuck out of the house and bought this for myself. As much as I said I wanted one, they wouldn't buy it, so I had to go myself. I was yelled at for leaving the house without permission, and rejected for not dressing as a noble should. I see, and? Now that I think about it, this tracksuit is the one time The one time since Mother passed that I stuck to my own will, regardless of what others said. Never knew that athletic clothing could be so empowering in its present circumstances. Athleisure is the big thing. Was that really the only time? Well, no, but it's fine, right? Can I keep looking for Father's killer? Could it be you're asking me? I guess I am. That's right. If I lose steam and give up now, nothing is going to change. I decided to solve this case. That was my decision. Not as a dress-up doll, out of my own volition as a human. To be fair, I do believe that we went after our father of our own volition, and that's what led us into this mess, right? That's the ticket? Well, how about this? Maybe you should go solve the case without even having to ask Arne's help. Me? I mean, you drove Arne away, you gotta handle it yourself now, right? I'll be fine, you saw through all the lies and the alibis all by yourself earlier. Yes, that's right. I can do this myself, even without Lord Arne. To that end, I won't mind you using me. Give me some more entertainment. What a vagrant the Zissier is. I still don't quite get the concept of using as you two see it, but I'll lend your aid. Of course, I'm an ally to all smiling girls. Alright, you're a creep. That I can't believe. Well, at any rate, Lenny, I've got some info for you. The short maid, I don't think she went back to her room till the incident happened. Police? How about you restart the investigation there? The possibility that someone in this mansion killed your dad hasn't gone away, has it? It's probably her. Right, I understand. I'll give it a try. Aw. It would go along with what I say that easily. Still a puppet after all, you know. She left. Good work. While waiting for you, my memories have been starting to clear up. So I was taken over by that Nox era. Man, how lame. It's never happened to me before, so what do you expect? However, while the means were violent, I did obtain information. Min Reinweiss doesn't seem pleased about it, however. She's too naive. She still doesn't understand what it means to search for a killer, or the danger. Maybe it's a one-time killer, you know. You won't kill again. Can you expect any better? She's still just a kid. Oh hey, this could be a learning experience. What a positive. Now, seeing as she doesn't want to see my face, I'll rest for a bit. I must admit, I'm exhausted. Gotcha. Figured as much. Leave Lynn to me. As long as there's a mirror around, of course. Yes, that'll do, that'll do. Man, so sloppy. That's part of why Lynn's angry, you know? Whoops, already asleep. Is this guy just, like, knocked out on the roof? Acrophobia. Wow, this is a lot longer than I thought. Like Zissei said, the possibility of someone from the mansion being the killer hasn't changed. First, I need to talk with Elise. I should remind myself of what everyone said in their alibis beforehand. See what they say about Elise. Whoa-ohs. More of the stuff. Elise goes to Father's room to bring him water at midnight every night. Can these people, like, not be normal humans like me and just keep a water bottle next to the bed? Which is precisely what I've been drinking from most of this time. Apparently he needs that water to take his sleeping pills. Last night, Elise was told it wasn't necessary. However, Elise forgot and went to the kitchen to get a glass of water like usual. Upon reaching the door to Father's room, she remembered and hastily turned back. So her testimony is that while she didn't meet Father, she did go to the third floor by herself. Okay, considering the timeline, that makes Elise the likely cause of the shattering vase that I heard. Still, I don't know if this testimony is enough to... Huh? Elise says she usually watches Father take his pills after giving him water, but... What about after that? Especially when you consider she didn't give him water this time. Isn't this a little strange? Okay. Let's try Ponder. This is a little unusual. Burns saw Elise enter the kitchen, get water, and leave. She didn't get to give Father that water. She didn't put it back? Is that it? This right here means Elise didn't go back to the kitchen to return the glass, which still had water in it. Okay, that makes sense. Normally she'd do that right away. What happened, I wonder? Okay. So the the glass is the missing bullet, isn't it? I should ask her about that too. You never know what might be a clue. Okay, let's talk with Elise. She's still in the dining room, I bet? Okay, can I go wander though? I'm looking for the animes. No Zissier contact. That's unfortunate. I wish I could wander more. Not here. Is this not the dining room? Oh, there's Gordon, I guess. Mistress Lynn, how's Diana? It seems she still needs time to calm down. Is that so? Bernd and Heinz still seem to be arguing as well. Where's Elise? Oh, I told her to go back to her room to check on you two. Can you not pass her by? Oh, that's right. I was out on the terrace with Diana, feeling the night breeze. It's night already? Wow. Well, I'll go check on Elise then. I see. Please do, Mistress Lynn. Rewards, Gramps. Oh, all the stuff. The book Bernd was reading is called Thump, The Mad Maid Murders. Locked room murder in a mansion with 101 maids, with the protagonist, who is the killer, tries to pin the crime on the other maids. 1/3 of the requirements for Zissier's reward. Okay. Guard dogs, Heinz, okay, dog costume. Okay. Well, nothing new there. Would be interesting to see what Zissier's reward is, but... Oh, I guess I gotta go back, huh? I knew there's volume 6? Did I miss everything else? Oh dear God. Okay, well, that was unfortunate. Right, well, we seem to have messed up. Oh, if it isn't Mr. Lynn. You're so jumpy, you scared me with that. Gordon told me to call for thou, so I was fretting when neither of you were here. Where did you go? I did doth be worried. I'm sorry, it seems Diana wanted to be alone for a little longer. By the way, Elise, is there something about that closet? Didst thou not know? I adore the closets. I love the way they look. Verily, I was simply staring at it. There's something in there. Get out of the way. There doth be nothing at all inside this closet. I'm not suspicious in the least wise. That's way too suspicious. Please, let me see inside. You can't. There's some underwear that's much too risque for thee, mistress. I'm sure they're all just teddy bear patterned. Seems Elise absolutely doesn't want me to see what's inside. What would Elise want to hide? Broken glassware, probably. Could it have to do with that sound I heard on my way to Father's room? Oh, but that could have been the glass breaking. Shoot. Might be time to tell a little fib. Bluffing. Actually, at least I saw it. So you break the vase. You see, I caught you in the act. I saw you break the vase. What? I heard a crashing sound and went to look. There you were. May I'll tell you, that isn't true. I just knocked it over is all. It still beeth there on the second floor, right? No, it isn't it. That's the one that was formerly in the storeroom. Because the vase is missing from the storeroom. Well. Surely Bernd must have taken it then. Diana said it herself, that Bernd is a thief, forsooth. At least, do you also think Bernd is stealing things? I'm sure it must be so. So if you want me to give back anything Bernd gave me, say the word and I will. I had no idea he was doing such vile things. Really? Even if Bernd being a thief is true. It's not good to blame everything on him, is it? Why won'test you believe me? Elise's reaction makes it clear that she's hiding the vase. She isn't gonna just tell me the truth at this rate. What else can I do? Maybe. Heinz told me there was a thing Elise hadn't returned to the kitchen. It must have something to do with this. The glass. Well, Elise, what about you-know-what? Should I know what? You should. It's nowhere to be found either. And it doesn't appear to be somewhere out in the open in this room either. So where did it go? Where's the glass? Father's glass. He always returned it to the kitchen. But Heinz told me that you hadn't yet. It wasn't in Father's room, and it's not in this room either. So where is it? You break it alongside the vase? No. Also, if you could go into more detail about the risque underwear later. Please at least spare me that. It's too soon for thee to engage in these things. At least, seriously, what kind of underwear is this? Perfect. Rewards, underwear. That's not necessarily a reward we would want, now is it? Like the cave story equivalent of finding, like, Curly's panties. So you tried to pour the water from the glass to the vase and broke both? You would do horribly in a lab. I was up very late the night before searching for you, Mistress Lin. So the act of going to the kitchen made me verily sleepy. I'm sorry about that too. So then after the breaking the vase, you were hastily cleaning the hallway and looking for a replacement. And that's when I heard Byrne's voice. I just finished destroying the evidence and was standing by the second floor vase with relief. I see. Why'd you have to do all that to hide it? Afeared of... Oh? Be afraid of our master, isn't it? I was afeared of Gordon yelling at me. Let's call him Gramps. Huh? You doth not even know, Mistress Lin, the true rage Gordon can unleash. He yells at me at least 10 times a day, and yesterday I was set to break with my record. Again, at least he was certain to scare me half to death. I see it. I didn't say anything, but I see it. Don't you realize, Mistress Lin? Since around the 100th thing I broke, my senses hath become numb. I've come to think it's only natural that I break things. Why doth he yell at me when I'm doing something natural? Mistress Lin, please keep this from Gordon. Please keep it a secret. Sure, Gordon, how doth thee do? Sure enough, that broken vase was your doing. Now would you tell me all about it, nice and slowly? I'm sorry, please forgive me. Elise, we'll go to my room. Forsooth. Mistress Lin, I'm terribly sorry, but our discussion about the future must wait until everyone's calmed down. Yes. She'll live. Hang in there, Elise. Sure enough, the broken vase and glass are here. Not much else of note. Still, steadily working these things out is important, surely. I was able to expose Diana and Elise's lies all on my own. Yeah, this is fine. I can manage this even by myself. It seems that it'll take time for everyone to settle down. Should go back to my room and sort out what I've learned. Okay. No sign of sexy underwear. I'm still missing a reward, dang. Found some very suggestive underwear, must have the courage to wear them once. Okay. So we must have one more minigame, I would think. Might have messed up all the stuff with collecting manga and literally everything else, but... Man, that sucks that I can't wander. I would totally go back and like catch up on all the stuff I hadn't collected. Huh? There's something on the wall. Uh-oh. This is never good. Got something to throw. What's this about? Waiting in the courtyard. Is this from Lord Arne? Wonder why. Does he want to apologize once more or something? No, surely not, but even supposing he did apologize, would I be able to forgive him? If we end up working together to investigate again. Yes, I should really give some thought on how to handle the relationship between us. Purely professional, you know, contractor, contractee. At any rate, I'll go. That's problematic, is it not? We never used that, like, projector again. This is a trap. This is like 100% a trap. Ladder is knocked down. Lord Arne? Where could he be? Oh, what's the matter? What's wrong? It's me, remember? Huh? Why are you attacking me? Uh-oh. Okay. What's wrong with you? It's me. Eek. I gotta dodge. Please stop it. Up. What should I do? I'm cornered. I still haven't accomplished anything. And yet, someone, Lord Arne. You called? Why are they attacking me? Lord Arne, why didn't you leave? What did I need to leave for? You said you didn't want to see my face, so I simply stayed someplace where you wouldn't. Probably on the roof. What are the point? Why are you out here being attacked? I don't understand it either. Why the dogs... Talk about gnawing off the arm that feeds you. You never heard that? It's a saying in... Oh my god, stop it with that. You're not fooling anyone. Such incessant barking. They're like dogs. They are dogs. I see. So they're cursed who forget lessons when they were already taught once. Be gone. I wonder if I can run over to the corner and find them. Thank you so much. Indeed, you should be grateful. But I'm not going to forgive you just for this, Lord Arne. Ah yes, about that. There's something I must tell you about. If you care to listen, that is. I would really like to establish that you were the one who left me the note first. What is it? May get a little long. Let us return to your room. Understood. Whoa. Whoa! Someone here. And so in summary, control of my body had been taken from me. Do you think I'm going to believe that? I should hope you will, because it's the truth. In essence, this personality of mine also comes from this body's one remaining heart. And thus, I too am ultimately a puppet. Quite delightful, is it not? Feel free to laugh. Please, laugh at my jokes. I wouldn't do that. To me, you're just Lord Arne. Is that so? Let me ask a few questions. What is it? Even if it wasn't your own intention, Lord Arne, do you have any thoughts about the people you attacked? Does it matter what I think? It wasn't the current me who did it. But no, I don't have any special thoughts. Then why did you apologize to me? Because it appeared I quite troubled you by having my body taken over by that fellow. That fellow over there, see? It was an apology for my blunder, in essence. Even vampires are not infallible. Then one last question. Lord Arne, are you using me? Indeed I am, for the sake of solving this case. It would be a pain to gather info from around this mansion all by myself. I like to curtail the tedium so as to enjoy this case as much as possible. There's something... Wonder if he's ever going to separate the wheat from the chaff. What about it? Even if we can speak to each other, vampires and humans really do think... Whoa. Vampires and humans really do think differently, huh? This is going on for a bit longer than I thought it would. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna one-shot this, but... It's also getting somewhat late. I'm not certain how exactly we differ, but that much should be obvious. Yeah, I've been sitting here for like 2:18 now? Vampires and humans are separate creatures. Humans can't understand the thoughts of animals, yes? Although I will say I am grateful for this game because I haven't had to, like, really cut out any long moments of me repeatedly dying to something stupid, right? But did you leave me the note? This is what's bothering me. It's not any of this, like, oh, our relationship is like humans and vampires. Well, if you didn't leave me the note, then who was no? Even so, I feel like if I properly explain my feelings, even he should be able to understand. No, I guess that's wrong. Maybe later. Collect some more hearts first. Because even if I understand his explanation, that doesn't mean I'm okay with it. Trying to force different values on others won't resolve anything. But still, the using he talks about... What is it, Lynn Rhinewise? You've gone quiet all of a sudden. Ah, come on. Why am I the only one so troubled by everything? Probably an empath. So don't start shouting out of the blue. Understand, I won't forgive what you did, Lord Arne. I don't care if your body was taken over by another vampire or whatever. In fact, it's all your fault to begin with for losing to your own blood of all things. So sure enough, the fundamental issue lies with you. What are you doing losing when you call yourself the most heinous of vampires? Sorry, I might have gone a little too far. Is that how it is? Understood, Lynn Rhinewise. So you were irritated by my incompetence. No, that's not really it, but... Say again. Lord Arne, for humans in general, it's painful to be hurt by those we're close to. And for whatever reason, you can't understand that. But even if you can't understand, could you at least keep it in mind? Right, I'll keep it in mind. It's like talking to a computer, if we even know what those are at this point in time. Thank you very much. And also, sorry for hitting you. Don't worry about it, you might as well have been petting me. More importantly, I've been eager to hear what information you've gathered. More importantly... Understood. Alright, listen well to my efforts. Is this enough, I wonder? Feels like only a temporary measure. Gonna sit down and have a real heart-to-heart, or heart-to-9 hearts. We keep investigating together and run into another conflict. Enough of that. Organizing our information comes first for now. But who was no? Hello? Well, that's everything I learned, and what I know about the vampire Noxera. I have no issues with your finding about the action of the humans, but... You say Noxera is known as the Lord of Shadows, and is belligerent with a serious appetite. Isn't that far too little to go off of? What do you expect? There's not much in the literature. You gotta look harder, you know? Those ancient texts buried in a crypt somewhere. Very well, I suppose. This case is connected to Noxera's heart, isn't it? Your father likely used it out of his desire to revive your mother. Perhaps it was even the killer themselves who taught him the black magic of reviving the dead. The Rhineweiss pedigree is convenient as well. The influence held by nobles can often extend over the police, after all. Furthermore, whatever his methods, it was your father gathering human body parts. If his mental state was unstable as well, it'd be easy to pin all blame on him if needed. I suppose so, but... I'll never forgive them for using father's feelings. Well then, allow me to sort out your information to help reveal said killer. Yes, go right ahead. Oh, the puppet theater, dear lord. I'm not the biggest fan of this, as you could tell. What is all this? Cute, so cute. Right, it's your first time seeing it. Simply put, it's a stage made for my blood. Evilly, bloodily, adorably, and... I thought it good to see you cheering up, but stop that at once. I love this, like, pained expression he makes right here. Oh, I missed the line. Everything I'd stubbornly been keeping in came out just like that. Say, Linny, here's something you might appreciate. Is this the egg? What is it? Arne's bored all the time, so he practices doing this all by himself. Ooh, get tattled. That's too cute. I just want to decorate my room with you. Nope, not possible. The blood returns to my body when it's done. No, I was talking about you, Lord Arne. Me? Boy, Linny, you really are strange. Nothing of the sort. Oh, you're drooling. Drooling again. Huh. You see, when humans get excited, their body temperature rises, and so to lower it, that's sweat. This is going nowhere. Let us ignore Lynn Rhineweiss. Huh, what? Please let me join in on this too. You become awfully bothersome all of a sudden when the subject is vampires. Stay there and be quiet. Does your idiocy know no bounds? Leave it to me. Let's organize the information Lynn Rhineweiss gathered. Okay, so this must be the last minigame. Uh-oh. First, hold on a second, get a map of the mansion and dolls of everyone? Don't be surprised at every turn. That's not happening. I'll just ignore you for a while. All that needs to be made clear in this case ultimately is who killed Lynn Rhineweiss' father. And thus the only actions we need to inspect are those of the humans in the mansion before and after the incident. Okay, the first ones to act before Lynn Rhineweiss received the call from her father were the two maids. First, the short maid left her room to go to the kitchen. In so doing, she met the guard and the chef, neither of whom moved until the incident occurred, right? Yes, that's what they said. Incidentally, I take it you asked the guard, the maid, and the cook individually. Well, naturally, I questioned all three separately, and they all gave me that same story. Man, two hours of reading does this to a person, and really I'm on hour, 4.5 of the day. Ooh. In that case, good. Now let's proceed. While the short maid was in the kitchen, another person left her room. Surely you know where she was headed. Of course. To have guest room? The guest room on the second floor. Precisely. Okay, but how do you know it happened in this order? Actually, I was watching from this mirror here. Yes, this CA saw both maids head to the second floor. Tall maid passed by here first. Oh, I see. And then he would have seen her in the waiting room, right? In short, if anyone tried to go to the third floor, they would be witnessed by Zissier on the second floor or the guard in the dining room. I see. Of course, the guard is also a suspect, so we can't fully believe him. But for the moment, there are no contradictions in the people he claimed to witness or the times. In addition, Zissier was generally watching everything, so it should be no issue to proceed like this. Understood. Okay. And she waited there. And the maid left the kitchen right around when the gardener was spotted in the back. What am I supposed to do? Okay. Wanted to reach the maid waiting on the second floor, but... I don't like that it doesn't automatically... Whoa! Wild. Okay. Hop up in here. We should have checked ladder placement in the morning. I kind of regret not doing that. Incidentally, Zissier also saw the two of them in the guest room. Huh? Then I didn't need to see through Diana's lies. You can generally assume that Zissier saw everything in any rooms with mirrors. Oh, it's everywhere and nowhere, wow. My hard work. But they quickly went into a blind spot and I didn't know what they were doing. So Lenny did good. I sure did. But there's no way to verify whether what that maid said is true or not. If Zissier hadn't seen it, we wouldn't know if she was really in the guest room. By the way, Lynn Reinweiss. Yes. Do you think it'd be possible to carry the ladder to the terrace on the second floor? I wonder, that ladder is really big. Kai always seems to just drag it around. And also, there's a fence on the terrace. It would probably be hard to do alone, right? Indeed. But the window was locked from the inside, wasn't it? Zissier, was there any indication that the gardener left the room alone, then re-entered the mansion? Not just limited to the second floor guest rooms. Say, the third floor guest room, perhaps? Unfortunately, I didn't see. Right, understood. Okay, well, you going. Yep, Star passed through. Yes, we get it. Maid went to her master's room right at midnight every night. And then she recalled him that day she'd been told he didn't need water. Just around this time, Lynn Reinweiss received a call from her father. Now they both began to move. The maid couldn't be bothered to return the glass to the kitchen. So she tried to transfer the water to a vase, but broke both. While she was doing this, Lynn Reinweiss prioritized going to her father's room. And there she arrived. Now, as for the maid's actions afterward... Okay. Destroy the evidence, but... Okay. Swipe this thing. What did she do with all the broken glass? Obtain a vase. Just before Elise heard first witness Burns scream, it seemed she was in the storeroom. Knowing her, it wouldn't surprise me if she was searching for a vase the whole time. She's so dim-witted. That's true. In summary, no one could have done it. Let's say she took about 5 minutes cleaning up. I was searching the storeroom for a vase when you delightfully passed out. What do you mean, delightfully? If only she left cleaning up the vase for later, she could have entered the storeroom sooner. At this time, everybody but the guard was inside a room. A convenient time to act without anyone seeing. As for this butler, it's not even necessary to give it thought. Given the placement of his room, he'd inevitably encounter someone going anywhere. If he went to the second floor, he'd pass Zissier's mirror. If he went east, he'd encounter the guard. That's right. After doing some reading in his room, Gordon apparently talked with Heinz in the kitchen. What, is Heinz just sleep in the kitchen? What's he doing? Burns says he saw them too, and there's no contradiction with Heinz's testimony. When does Burns even sleep? Incidentally, what was he talking with the chef about? Food menu for next week and budgets, apparently. was serious and dulled coot. Dulled coot. That's such a crude way to treat him. Well, you know, finances are a big thing. At 12:30, the guard was evidently called for by your father. Even Byrne didn't seem to know why he was called. I recall your father said something about leaving the house together, did he not? Yes. If that's indeed what was going on, then perhaps the guard was meant to be the first witness. Meant to be? There's the corpse resembling your father, yes. He wanted to see it and think he'd been murdered. Well, though in fact he was murdered. Father, why would you do something like that? But wait, why not just let the maids discover it in the morning? Indeed, I can see no merit to making the guard discover it. Perhaps that wasn't in the killer's plan. Well, more possibilities make it all the more delightful. There's nothing delightful about it. And after the guard used his key to open the door, found you uncouthly passed out next to the corpse and screamed. Hold on, what's that uncouthly for? By the way, your father was holding his room key. Who else had a duplicate key? Besides Byrne, the butler Gordon and the two maids also had keys, so pretty much everyone. That's far too many. Oh, but Elise doesn't have one anymore. About a month ago, she flushed hers down a toilet. Since then, she hasn't been allowed her own. Instead, she has to borrow Gordon's, and if she doesn't give it right back, she gets yelled at. What kind of system is that? So then back to the short maid. Just before the guard found the corpse, she went down to the second floor to replace the vase. This is taking forever! Yes, she said Byrne's scream almost caused her to break that vase too. In response to the guard's pathetic scream, the short maid, Elise, and the tall maid, Diana, two of them assembled, but what was the guard doing at that time? Byrne's extremely averse to blood, so he was passing out. Seems he fainted. Well, Byrne can't stand the sight of blood at all. For instance, Elise sometimes blunders and cuts her finger, and every time Byrne runs over out of worry, that little bit of blood makes him faint. What a useless fellow. Isn't the fact you might discover a corpse someday the best part of being a guard? Not really, because it would indicate that you're not doing your job very well. I'd hope that's a really rare occurrence. A body has been discovered. On the other hand, impressive you could become a guard. Well, at any rate, the maids then called for the others. Kai probably left around that time, huh? And they too assembled. That concludes our sorting out of the info. We also have a sufficient idea of motives. Everyone hated the victim. However, before we consider who the killer is, there's one thing I want to confirm with you. What is it? Then Rheinweiss, those dogs of yours seem quite superb. Indeed, they will attack anyone but specific people, as demonstrated earlier. Yes, they should be friendly only to myself, father, and the gardener Kai. Why do you think you were attacked? It's simple. There's something different about you. You were attacked, in fact, because they were too talented. Something different. So, just what was it? Could it be my appearance? I think so. For certain. Since I was wearing a tracksuit. Do you always wear the same clothes around the dogs? No, of course not. Okay, well... Whoops. My scent. Probably. It usually is scent, right? I would also be dumb enough to consider appearance. After I regained consciousness, I had blood on my clothes, so I changed. But I'm sure just changing clothes didn't remove the scent of someone else's blood, huh? I didn't notice it myself, but maybe the dogs responded to it. Man, you haven't taken a bath yet. You must be filthy. And you crawled through that freaking vent. Exactly. I'm sensitive to the smell of blood as well, and though it's faint, you do smell of blood. And it's not your own. In short. Hold on a second. What? I'm getting to the important part. Oh, your blood went back, so you got big again. Wait, not that? You could smell blood on me too, Lord Arne? I said as much, didn't I? And also, No, not and so. That's really kind of embarrassing. Look, it's fine, now. No, it's not. Now that I think about it, I haven't bathed 2 nights in a row. I knew this was coming. Now that I'm thinking about it, I can't stop. I can't focus on what you're saying like this. I'm going to take a bath. Hey, hold on. We can talk later. Is this you? Lynn, right? I know. Leave it to me. Oh, but I won't look inside the bath, of course. I'm a gentleman, see? Yes, so you say. But still, why is Lynn Rhineweiss taking a bath all of a sudden? You definitely don't get a girl's heart, Arne. I mean, you'd have to get human feelings first. What are you talking about? Does she properly understand why she was attacked by the guard dogs? The note that called for her, the knowledge that she had the scent of blood on her. Clearly, she's the next one the killer is after. Maybe she was embarrassed enough that she couldn't afford to consider that stuff. Well, I figured that the note wasn't ours. Utterly unbelievable. Why don't we, analyze the note? Also, did we get, another, What? What is this? It's like a freaking Roman bath, like a public forum? What the heck? I'm revived. Truly, Lord Arne has no delicacy. There's also not a mirror in here. Where would you even brush your teeth in a place like this? It's beautiful, but... Imagine the rot in the walls from constantly having, warm waterfalls, huh? Real vampires turned out to be completely different from what I imagined. It's really kind of a shock. I've been disillusioned. But vexing as it is, their abilities are still cool. Really now, what's with you, Lord Arne? Come to think of it, I wonder if vampires take baths. I've read that they can't stand running water. I should ask them later. Well, never mind that. I need to thoroughly wash off this blood scent. Lord Arne hadn't saved me, I might have died. I don't have the power to protect myself. Start packing heat, I'm telling you. Of course, I understand that wisdom alone isn't enough. So I need Lord Arne's help. Get some hand-to-hand combat training, but... I really do need to think about how to go about interacting with him. This would be a sentence I would have hesitancy writing because of the close proximities of 2 abouts. Lord Arne uses me in this case to enjoy himself, and I use his strength and wisdom to help solve the case. When I say I'm using him to solve the case, aren't I just trusting that he can do it? Isn't this so confusing? Just what is the difference? Humans and vampires, Lord Arne and I? Maybe we're not so different after all. Trusting, using... Come to think of it, why was I attacked? Actually, there was that note in my room. The fact I had blood on me. That wasn't a coincidence, was it? The lights go out. Lynn Rhineweiss, how long are you going to be in there? Isn't this much too long for a bath? Whoa. Well now, Lynn Rhineweiss. Killed by the culprit after all. Well, you're still alive. I'll get you out of there for now. Lord Arne. That was clearly a fatal wound, so I thought you were long since dead. I see. I'm going to die. Even when I'm suddenly on the verge of death, you aren't surprised. That took a very sharp turn. Very fast. Well, I was able to predict it. So, did you see the culprit's face? They suddenly came from behind, so I didn't see. How useless. That's cruel. It was you who didn't listen to everything I had to say. Right. What are you laughing about? Mother said she wanted to die smiling. You happy to die? That's not it. Did your mother die happy? Whoa, typo. She said she wanted to live. I see. So, Lynn Rhineweiss, what about you? Uh-oh, this is gonna Helsing, isn't it? I also want to live. That should be obvious. I haven't accomplished anything. Even though I finally decided I'd do something on my own. I chose to, all by myself. I'll catch Father's killer. Ugh. No. I don't want to die yet. I don't want... I see. Yet very soon you will undoubtedly die. Toyed with by the killer, never to be the starring role, you were a helpless puppet in the end. That was rude. Just do as a supporting character does and step off the stage of this puppet show. But I'll give you a small mercy. If you have any last words, I'll hear them. It's gonna be bite me, isn't it? Please, my blood. I didn't quite catch that. Please, suck my blood. Well, I knew that was coming. Lynn Rhinewise, you... Think you'd be saying that even now. And those who have their blood sucked by a vampire become the vampire's puppet, gaining miraculous healing. But just like it sounds, a puppet is a puppet. With no sense of self, they only obey the vampire. And so you're saying you wish to live, even if it means becoming a true puppet. But we're talking about the vampire fanatic, so that's not what you mean to say. A puppet is not a vampire, so puppets are not immortal. As such, they cannot recover from such a fatal wound. You want the blood of N, don't you? I don't need the blood of N. Oh? Lord Arne is fine. What do you mean? Give me Lord Arne's. Please, give me Lord Arne's blood. Well, we gotta make this fast, you know, she's kind of like bleeding out in the bath. My blood? Is that different from the blood of N? Answer me, Lynn Rhinewise. Don't just go ahead and die, you. Very well, Lynn Rhinewise. You may live a little longer. Uh-oh. No. So you can still use your voice. Don't speak in the middle of it. I feel like I've done something I really shouldn't have. There, the blood-sucking you so desired. Rejoice. Rejoice. I guess it is, but... You're looking a little better. The heck was that reluctant blood-sucking? You seem able to move well enough. Thank you very much. There's no need to thank me. After all, in a few minutes, you'll become a mere puppet and meet death. Before that happens, answer my question. What do you mean, my blood? By Lord Arne's blood, I mean Lord Arne's blood. Yes, I'm asking you what that means. The blood that runs through this body is that of my one remaining heart. In short, it isn't mine. Maybe that's true, but the blood of the other kings is there too, right? Indeed it is. If you dissolve salt in pure water, it becomes salt water, right? There's no turning it back into pure water. I thought maybe this is the same thing. In other words, one heart serving as master and 8 other kinds of blood mixing in. That is what my blood is? And now my blood is mixed in there too. Indeed, vampires do not digest the blood they drink. It mixes with their own and enters the body. I see, an interesting thought. I'll keep that in mind. So please don't make me sad by calling yourself a puppet. Quite a thing to be told by someone about to become a puppet. Well, Lynn Rhinewise, I no longer have a use for you, but I at least extended the time until your death. Shall we enjoy a last conversation? I was thinking, you know, right before I was about to die, about the relation between humans and vampires. No, me and you. And I thought so deeply about it, I just got myself confused. I'm very interested to see where this is going, because I have very few thoughts on the matter. I trust in your strength and wisdom. Even now, I think they can solve this case. But you were using me to investigate the mansion, right? Exactly. Trusting and using. It's all a matter of the distance between hearts. I had no other option but to get your help, but I'm sure, even if I refused to investigate, you would have found another way to solve the case. Naturally. I expect I'll have no problems even with you dead. Well, of course, you have plenty of information now. However, with the death of my client, my duty to solve the case also disappears. No, I'm going to solve this case. Just give up already, Lynn Rhinewise. What are you trying to get at? You mentioned your relation with me. Lord Arne, I'm going to use you. Use me? You, a human? Oh, the main theme is playing. Such a fool up to your last moments, Lynn Reinweiss. You were at least a little amusing. But do you think I would accept having you use me? If I let myself be used, it would. I thought they were going to break into vocals. Not be interesting. But if that were an interesting turn of events, what then? While I said I'm going to use you, I do truly believe in your abilities. I can't imagine I'd be able to solve this case without your help, Lord Arne. So until this case is over, use me, have me dance in your palm and entertain you. Go ahead and use me as a tool. That really is the appropriate stage for me. So the show we've been having until now wasn't appropriate for you. Of course it wasn't. I'm not a puppet, I'm a human with my own will. There's no way the puppet show I've been part of until now is where I belong. This is like highly metaphorical and yet mildly uninteresting. I'm the star of the show, only I can be the lead role in this case. Any play in which I'm not the star is a complete piece of junk. You want me to once more put on a show where you are the star? He's just gonna make us run around and attack all the residents of this mansion. Lord Arne, are you gonna say you can only put on puppet shows made of blood? So I'm to manipulate a human with a will, as a human keeping her human. But Lynn Reinweiss, did you not say it yourself? I don't understand the feelings of humans. Do you think I could put on such a show? You can always use me for guidance, right? I'll certainly let you do so. And doesn't the added difficulty posed by you not understanding make things more delightful? Very much like the, what's that one thought experiment that I keep reading about on Everyday Commentary, the Chinese room? Furthermore, my delightfulness is Lord Arne approved. Indeed. I've never met a human as delightful as you. Where you can have the appearance of knowing, but not truly know if you were just following the same set of directions. And you know, if I'm the audience for the stinker of a show we've had, I'm booing the heck out of it. I'm here thinking, give me my money back. And as a client too, I'm terminating my contract with this lousy detective. I already paid a fee up front, so I have a right to take it back. I'm gonna suck your blood. I see. Terminating the contract. And paying you back. I never thought of that. How delightful. You truly are delightful, Lynn Reinweiss. You'll give it back, won't you, my blood? Are you saying it with a true understanding of what it means to give you my blood? Yes. Trading our blood. In other words, performing a blood pact. Oh no. Are we gonna ritual? We gonna contract? And turning you into a vampire. However, I should make it clear up front, there's no guarantee a blood pact will succeed. Even so, there's a chance I can survive. To both use you and to be used by you. Well, you know what they say, sweet dreams are in fact made of these. I'm not going to die. Right. Get up, Lynn Reinweiss. Here we go. Now, have you any final words as a human? It was worth it. Even if my body becomes vampires, I'm sure my heart will remain human. I see no need for final words. I see. And let us begin, Lynn Reinweiss. Is he gonna say let us dance under the crimson moon? Is he gonna do it? What a missed opportunity. What an idiot. Ye of pure white, be dyed crimson your entirety. Thy soul will be forever trapped here, your body rendered meaningless. Upon the name of Arne N, this I declare. The name of our new buffoonish compatriot is Lynn Reinweiss. Now, let us dance together joyously. Oh, we were almost there. We're so close to getting the Crimson Moon part. I'll take a 50%. Dude's just bleeding out of his fingertips. That's really weird. Of course it's gonna succeed. She's got a strong will. If it didn't succeed, we wouldn't have a part 3. The rest is up to you, Lynn Reinweiss. Rise once more onto the stage. Okay. Is this yay time? Yoo-hoo, we meet again. Enjoying the case. Okay, on to the real business. Arne's about to find the killer, but do you want to try finding him first? Don't worry, you've got all the information you need to reason things out. Though it looks like Arne will need a little more time to notice. It's still one of these? Well now, who could the killer of Lynn's father be? Oh, me. Heck, I don't know. Not that I'd tell you if I did. Rather unsurprising. So that's that. Give it your best shot. Got it? Oh, right. You messed up with your reasoning here and there on the way here, huh? Too bad. I had a reward for you and everything. Oh, if you feel like it, try getting here one more time. The parts that matter for my reward are the confrontations of the maids, Diana and Elise, as well as the guard, Byrne. I thought I did that. Don't mess him up this time, alright? Okay, that's the end of this installment of the Casebook of Arne. Alright then, see ya. Alright, see ya. Well, that was interesting. Okay. It's hard for me to properly express this, and I'll try and keep it short since we have one more part to this game that I don't know when I'm going to have the opportunity to play. But I'm like very lukewarm about this entire thing. Not because the game is bad in any way, but it just like, I don't know, there are points when it really fails to capture my interest as a whole. It's not like any particular event that really turns me off. It's not like every time the puppet show comes on, I'm like, uh-oh, gotta tune out. But I don't know, maybe I'm the only one who thinks this. I saw that there are like, what, 8 glowing reviews on Steam or something, but I don't know, it seems like it's a little heavy-handed with like the use of narration and like, oh, this whole vampire-human thing. I feel like that's been, I mean, I don't know if I would say done to death, but it's a very common trope, and I don't know, I just I have a hard time resonating with that kind of thing. Also, I love the, like, you know, I love the great kind of happy endings. And so this, like, oh, is life meaningless? And, like, I'm gonna be a vampire, and you're gonna be a puppet, and we're dancing along on strings. It's all, like, so mundane to me. Like, I feel like there's almost this, there's this perception that the more grim and doom and gloom your outlook is on life, the more philosophical somehow that makes you. Like, the implication that Arne is such a great, deep thinker because he thinks about life in this way is very, I don't know, very not in accordance with my experiences. But this is solely my gripe about this game, and I'm sure that you'll see a part 3 at some point, whenever that may be, scheduling permitting. But yeah, I'll keep it going. It's interesting enough for me to find out. Maybe I'll just stick around to see if Zisye ever really does stab us in the back or something like that, but it's been unique. I kind of really did assign myself into playing 2 games like this, didn't I? With a girl who forms a contract with the demon and loses part of her humanity, namely a few limbs and organs, I guess, here and there. And a game about a girl who forms a pact with the vampire and gives up her humanity in order to exact her own will. Seems like maybe there is no free will in this world. All roads lead to the same kind of unifying story, and this is getting too dramatic, and Halloween is almost over for me. It's still not the end of the 31st yet, and I've got a set clock, so I'm just gonna have to call it here. We'll ramble some more in the next one. But until then, this has been the Casebook of Arne, Part 2, Nachzehrer. And so, I thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, or night, depending on when you watch this video. Take care, and don't let yourself get hit upside the head by any intruders in your house.